How's it going, guys? Mirn. Maybe we shouldn't. I'll remind me tomorrow, and we'll do that. Tomorrow I was thinking of drawing stuff on stream anyway, so we could definitely do that. And I'll add the two emotes that you also wanted, the exploding guy and then the fucking May Judge. Yeah. How about that? Just remind me tomorrow and we'll do it. How's it going? Yes. Also the bot, I think it's it disables the emote only mode, sort of depending on like delay or whatever. So sometimes it does it faster and sometimes it does it slower and whatever, I guess. Also, I was originally thinking of doing some fishing during the stream, but look at this. Nothing in 3. Oh shit! Sorry, you guys can't see. There's not a single fish in over 3 hours. So, I guess no fishing? I was originally thinking of fishing, but... Did she catch it already? No. I haven't even gotten the sea butterfly. I've gone to like every window I've been awake for, and it just hasn't been. It just hasn't been the one. There's this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, and this guy. These are sort of the semi-easy ones still. But the vegetarian, sea butterfly, scan, and cinder surprise are still tough. I need to wake up tomorrow at 3:48 p.m. to go for the scan. But there was an interesting thing yesterday. I think this has got something to do with like the fishing culture in general. I had this theory, sort of for a little bit, that when people say that they've been fishing for something for like a year or something like that, it's because they don't actually. But if they actually tell you how many windows they've been to, you'll understand that it's not actually that much. There was this lalafell in the fishing hole by the fishing hole, and we ended up chatting while we were trying to get the egg. It actually bit. It just didn't come up. And this lalafell said that they've been fishing for the egg since Shadowbringers, since it was released. So 5.5. So they've been fishing for it since 5.5. And let's see here. When was 5.5 released? Let's see. When was this? So May 17th, 2021 says May 25th, 2021 is when 5.55 was released. So that's over a year ago. That's what, like, year and a half ago. And basically, then I asked them, so how many windows have you been to? And they said that I've been like counting them, and he said 25. And if we look at here, for example, December, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On average, there's about 5 windows every month for the thing. I think this month has actually had more, and will be having more. November is kind of shitty, to be fair. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, November only has 3. Wait, Monday is Monday next week. That's not November yet. No, that's 24th of October. But still, on average, it's like 3 to 5 windows every month. And if he's been to 25 windows, that would imply that he's only been at it for about 5 months, which means that he's missed a lot of windows. So I think that people who say that they've been doing, like, you know, saying that, oh yeah, I've been doing this for 1.5 years, sounds like a lot more than saying, oh yeah, I've been doing this for let's say 10 windows. So I think, you know, in the traditional Fisher manner, these people have a tradition of sort of embellishing their time spent on things a little bit. So yeah. But let's do the innocence test. What is this? The innocence test. Is this the one? This doesn't look like it. Is this it? That's it. Okay. Fun fact, actually really sad fact, the rice purity test. That means that it's... Classic purity test. Okay. Been on a date? Yes. Been in a relationship? Yes. Kissed a MPS, member of the preferred sex? Yes. Made out in public? No. I don't think I have. I've like smooched in public, but I haven't like made out. That's gross. Fuck. Played a game involving stripping? No. Masturbated, obviously. Sent or received underwear pics? No? Do people send pictures of their underwear? What? Sent nudes? Yes, I have. Received nudes? Yes, unfortunately, I have. I don't think I want to tell about that, but it's a really funny story. But I think Arcade would be mad at me. Sexted. Does RPing count as sexting? I think it counts, right? Or is it like, no, you hang up the phone? I think RPing counts as sexting, right? FaceTime sex. No, I haven't done that. Kiss 3 or more people in one night. No, I haven't. What is FWB? Friends with benefits? Is that what it is? No, I haven't had. Been in love? Yes. Had a dating app? No. Does F-list count as a dating? I don't think it does. Paid for a premium version? No. Long distance relationship? Yes. Asked for a stranger's contact info? I don't think so. Been asked for your contact info by a stranger? Yes. I was actually invited to like a bondage cult once. Gotten back with / hooked up with an ex? No. I had a really bad time with my previous one. Slid into someone's DMs? No. Watched porn? Well, duh. Paid for porn? Have I ever bought like a porn commission? No, I haven't, have I? I don't think so, no. I like made art trades, but I don't think that counts. Watched porn with MPS. What was the MPS again? It was member of the preferred sex. Yeah, I mean, Arcade and I watch porn all the time. It's pretty funny. Talk to 5 or more people at once. Does talking mean like in a romantic sense? I'm guessing it does. No, I haven't. Posted a thirst trap. What the fuck is that? Said I love you. I have said that. Been to a party. No, I haven't. Like, I don't think my anime nights count as parties. Drank? No. Been drunk? Nope. Blacked or yacked? Nope. Played a drinking game? Nope. Faked sobriety? That's like being clear-headed, right? Nope. Flirted with a stranger to get a free drink? Nope. Taken alcohol from your parents? No. Well, my dad once gave me a spoonful of beer, and I thought it was disgusting. I've never touched beer since. Smoked weed? Nope. Done edibles? I'm guessing that's like weed brownies and shit. No. Hit a bong? Nope. Nicotine vaped? Nope. Smoked a cigarette? Nope. Cocaine, a drug? Strong. Okay. Had a fake ID? Nope. Had a fake ID Nope. Used a fake ID to buy alcohol or drugs? Nope. 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 School or law? Nope. I always was very slippery with this shit. Showered with MPS? Yeah? It's kind of easy for me to answer this one. Because, like, my preferred sex of my partner is male. And obviously, you go to, like, public showers and stuff like that when you go to swimming holes and whatever. Given or received a hickey? Yes. They don't look very good. Had given blue balls. How do you give somebody blue balls? Yersu, sex specialist. Tell me how do you give some, but yes, absolutely. Someone, yes. No. Bought Plan B. What the fuck does that mean? What does Plan B mean, Yersu? Bought Plan B. Birth control. Given head. Some birth control. Okay. I haven't done that. I don't really need to. Given head, received head. I have received head. I used the sex toy. Absolutely. Spent the night with MPS. Yes. Have been walked in on while engaging in a sexual act. Actually, yes. That was a bad time. Sexiled a room. What the fuck? What does that mean? Is it like, hey bro, I'm gonna fuck a bitch. Please leave. I guess that's what this means. Sexiled, that's funny as hell. Had sex, yes I have. 3 or more, no. STD, no. Cars, what the fuck? No. Handcuffs in bed, no. Mile High Club, isn't that the flying thing? Question mark, what the fuck? Threesome, orgy, body count, no. Sex tape, anal. Well, I've tried. Just hasn't worked out super well, so I don't think. Well, no, I think it counts since with the toys and stuff, you know. Prego, got no. What is streaking? What the fuck? Skinny. I have skinny dipped. I actually did that, like, this summer. But I think that's pretty normal for Finnish people. Seen a stripper. I have actually never seen a stripper. Ran away from the police? No. Question or handcuffed? No. Committed vandalism. Does my art count as vandalism? I don't think it does. Driven? No. I don't even have a license. Texted while driving? No. Gotten a tattoo? No. Spears? No. Stolen something? Does it count when I, like, fool Pokemon cards away from children? I think it does. I definitely did. Block someone on social. Oh, yes, absolutely. Is that actually, like, a thing that affects your innocence? Gotten kicked out of a party? No. Party that got raided? No. I don't even know what that means. Snuck out. Had corona. What? What does that have to do with innocence? No. Had a crush on a teacher? No. Stalked someone's... What the fuck? Gotten with 2+ people in the same friend group? No. Some snap best friends list... What? I don't know what that means. Gotten with someone 3+ years older than you. I think Arcade is more than 3 years older than me. That's CAC. Rebel 27. You're definitely getting there, but you're definitely just beginning to experiment with your wild half. Welcome to the dark side. It's a fun place to be. Let me get this thingy for you guys. Snipping tool. Oh shit, I fucking had a heart attack seeing that there. I was like, oh no. Did I forget porn there? Did I forgore? Hello there, Zoltan. We can watch some funny videos and whatnot. We just did this innocence test first because people wanted to. Well, I don't think anybody asked for it, but I'm going to do it anyway. There we go. There we go. Very good. Okay. He's lying. He's lying. It's an interesting one. Go ahead. Send it in, submit funny. Submit funny. Gambling for the whole family Pokemon cards. Okay? Let's see this.
It's like a roller coaster.
Is this good? Can you guys see properly? I think so, right?
Hey, I didn't see you there. What do you break in? I suppose you're here to learn about Pokemon cards. That's pretty cool, I think. I should have locked my door.
I love Pokemon. No, I hate Pokemon cards. I have mixed feelings towards Pokemon cards. I mean, I mean, look at this. What is this? Bug hunch? What is a bug hunch?
On the one hand, Pokemon cards are the world's easiest entry to gambling, with kids and adults alike both spending all of their money to try and get a shiny bit of cardboard with a picture on it.
On the other hand, it feels pretty good to get a bit of shiny cardboard, doesn't it? I mean, look at that. It's Dark Raichu. Is that racist? Feels racist.
As a kid, there was no greater feeling than opening up a brand new booster.
You know, Dark Raichu is definitely something that I wish I had still. It's the first secret rare card in the history of Pokemon. It was one of those things that I was looking back on when I was a kid a lot. It's not really particularly rare or anything, but I don't have it. But yeah. But yeah, the Dark Raichu is from the expansion of Team Rocket, which is, I think, the 4th expansion to Pokemon. It came after Fossil. And it introduced this thing of dark Pokemon that are like the evil Pokemon. They're Team Rocket's Pokemon, and Dark Raichu was the first ever Pokemon card that was secret rare in the history of Pokemon cards. It was in Pokemon, the way you can tell a secret rare from the rest is because its card count goes over the set count. Basically, like if the card number shows like 110 out of 109, that means that it's a secret rare.
The pack of Pokemon cards and hoping to find something shiny there at the back. I mean, sure, it was molding my mind into having a gambling addiction as I grew older. But hey, look, it's Weepin' Bell.
I like his shirt.
Mucus. Ooh.
As a
Pretty
kid,
good.
I didn't really give a flying funk to the finer aspects of the
Anime
cards. I mean,
titties.
it was shiny, good. Did it have a high HP? Good. Did it have a times number and its attack somewhere? That's great. That's 30 times 30 damage right there. That's like 6,000 damage. And you look out, here he fucking comes.
I didn't actually learn how to play the game until way later on with the online TCG, but for now, let's skip that. We won't talk about that for now, because I've got some real stuff that I'd actually like to talk about before we get into that sort of stuff. So, why don't we start off with the binder I have here. And listen, guys, the sexiest thing that an overweight gamer has done to make you immediately want to have sex with him / be his girlfriend? Get a binder.
This binder and all the cards in it were given to me by a friend. It was a very, very kind thing of her to do, so I want you to thank her in the comments below if you wish. I also put a few cards of my own in the back here, but we'll get to those eventually later on. But for now, we'll just take a quick... Holy fuck, I'm rich! What a cock tease right here. You got Charmander, first edition. Charmeleon, first edition. Charizard,
It's not first edition.
damn it!
I don't know if there's anything like worth a lot of money in here, but
Charmeleon,
That's not a first edition. So I'll show you guys what a first edition looks like. Any Pokemon nerds in chat? Why can you tell that it's not a first edition? Somebody's tell me. It's missing the stamp. That's just the base set. It's the first set, yes, but it's not a first edition. You can tell a first edition. This is actually a shadowless first edition, which is like the more valuable version of them. When there is this stamp right here on the card, then it's a first edition. Otherwise, it's not a first edition, no matter how much you want it to be. This stamp is something that a lot of, especially European people, don't ever see, because I don't think these were ever released outside of the States. So whenever you'd get your hands on first edition cards, they'd all be usually somehow like traversed into Europe from the States, because the States are where the Pokemon card game got released properly for the first time, and they had the first edition system to them. I'm actually surprised that Magic the Gathering doesn't have this same system to it. But yeah.
and opening up a brand new booster pack of Pokemon cards and hoping to find
The
something.
Charizard that he has right here,
but for now, we'll just take a quick...
is you can see the Pokeball and 2 on it. It's from base set 2, which was a re-release of the base set, because the base set was really popular and people wanted more base set. So base set 2 was made as a re-release. It's basically the beta of Pokemon. So yeah.
Holy fuck, I'm rich! What a cock tease right here. You got Charmander,
Basic 2
first
Charizard
edition.
is still pretty
Charmeleon,
valuable.
first
It's
edition. Charizard,
not-
damn it!
I don't know
It's
if there's
not
anything like
a,
worth a lot of money in here, but to be honest, I don't really care, because I'm never going to be selling these, and it's just really nice.
So yeah,
You
it looked to be in
just
shitty
feel
condition,
feel
so-
looking through all these original cards. I had a bunch of them as a kid, at least for the Jungle set in the second edition, I guess. But I never really collected them properly. I just
As most Charizard are, to
I
be
think
fair.
the Marchamp here is actually worth quite a bit of money. I mean, first edition, a holographic, it's
I
in
don't-
pretty
it's
good
not.
condition.
It's
I mean, Google tells me it goes for around $1,000. Wow. I mean, of course that assumes
PSA
it's
10,
in
yeah, but that's not a PSA 10.
pristine condition. I mean, I don't know. Looking at it, looks pretty good. I mean, maybe I'm sitting on $1,000 here. There's a neat little Japanese Togepi here. He's really cute. And if actually you look at the back, you'll see that the Japanese cards have a different back to them than the English cards, which is pretty neat. I mean, which one do you
They
guys
still do,
prefer?
actually. The back of the Japanese cards has changed, but it's still different. This is what it looks like now. They changed it in I think around Skyridge and the Expedition era is when they changed the backside to be this, and it's been this ever since. Japanese cards are also printed on a different card stock.
Oh, wait a minute.
Old ones were the same, but
It's got the top
new
opening
ones are
instead of the
more
instead of
glossy.
the bottom. What? How'd I not notice this until now?
Well, these are worthless. What's the deal with these dark Pokemon cards? Was it just an excuse to have an evil variant? I mean, look at Persian. He looks fucking pissed. We'll skip my cards at the back for now because they're all kind of the newer ones, so we'll talk about them later. For now, I wanted to talk about this. Oh boy, you know a book's legit when it uses Comic Sans.
A
Oh.
collector's value guide. I mean, I think the bit of value here would have just been not to buy it in the first place. Even if it's not a legitimate Pokemon product, it's still pretty neat to go through. I mean, they show you all the Pokemon at the start, even if...
What does a
some of them
value
are
guide
2D
mean?
illustrated and the other ones are the figurines. I just... Oh my god, Igglybuff, what did they do to you?
Why does Igglybuff just
sorry.
have the game sprite? And why is its name Pupurin? They have the Japanese names. What? Oh, these are like some pre-release stuff. These are definitely pre-release artwork. They haven't, like, this is pre-second gen. Yeah, see right here. The next evolution is Togechiku. That actually makes sense. It's supposed to be Togechik because it hatches from an egg, but they translated it wrong to be Togetic. Oh, I've never realized that before. Oh shit, that makes perfect sense. Let's see, what is... I don't know what the final evolution would be. I don't know. I see. Very good.
Pupurin. Wait,
Pupurin is
Clipper called P...
so-
Wait, and Igglybuff...
Jigglypuff. This is the pre-evolution of... Yeah, look at these names. Oh, Dairu. Why does he have TM next to it? Hoo TM. Chonchi, Rantan. They have the Japanese names. There's Togechiku. They have the Japanese names in Romaji. Radian. But Japanese Jigglypuff is called Purin. For anybody who does understand a little bit of Japanese would probably know that, wait, what the fuck? That just means pudding. Yes. The Japanese name of Jigglypuff is just pudding. As in that thing that you can eat. Yeah, pudding is Jigglypuff in Japanese. And Pupurin is the pre-evolution.
Buff has poo-poo. Is it pee and poo-poo?
This book was published around 2000. I think I'm not
Japanese
really
is
sure.
funny,
I don't
isn't
get
it?
Chick. I'm not a historian.
This means that a lot of the Japanese names hadn't been translated into Gen 2. So, like, you've got, for example, Sunflower here as Himawari. There's Hoot Hoot as Hoo Hoo. That one's actually pretty cute. I like that one.
Hinoarashi.
Here as
Wait,
Hanko.
no
How was
way.
this one? Elekatabazu.
There's no way that's actually the fucking name of Cyndaquil. No, I need to get the Bulbapedia. It is actually Hinoarashi. A storm of flames. God damn, that is a fucking cool ass name for a first What the fuck is the last evolution's name? With what? No, not Pokemon Go. Go away, go. Bulbapedia. Buckthune. That doesn't sound nearly as cool. I feel like they should have definitely... It's probably like Bakhatsu and Typhoon at the same time. So it's like Explosion Typhoon. But But still, no, Hino Arashi is definitely cooler.
Will they think of next? Some of these are literally just the English names with a Japanese accent. I mean, look at this. Hirakrosu and Guranburu and Guraiga.
Yeah.
My favorites, of course, with this being Radian and Rediba.
Boy, sounding racist has never been easier. Don't worry, everybody, I can't get cancelled. I've got white privilege.
Of course, seeing as this is a values collector's guide, you've got the value of each Pokemon card in here, which is great and all, but if you sold your Charizard back in 2000 for $260, I hope you have the number for a suicide hotline handy.
Moving on! I want to show you my cards
Bro.
now. Well, let's just say my friends' cards were all lovingly placed in a binder with nary a scratch on them.
Can you tell which cards are mine here?
Can't even... Who? What is this? Back in the day, my mum got me a bunch of second-hand cards from what is essentially the eBay of New Zealand, Trade Me. And while there's not all that much amazing stuff in here, you know, you got all the classics like, you know, Marchop, 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 Marchop,
Nice.
Marchop. My pride and joy, of course, being this very rare holographic
That's
Venusaur.
fake.
You can tell it's legit because, I mean, all the fake cards, they have a desaturated back, so... you know, you can just easily tell this one's good. Now, moving on, and I'm still upset with myself for doing this, but a while
But the jump
ago,
off was
I
real.
bought one of those big-ass booster boxes, you know, with like 30 booster packs in it, and yeah, I could have probably bought some food to live on, but if I'd done that, then I wouldn't have this crocheted Zubat, which honestly, I don't think I could live without. Going through these packs, I really started to realize what a waste of money it all is. It wouldn't be so bad if you were getting lots of different cards in each booster pack, but the only cards that really change drastically are the rares and the...
Yeah, no, the Pokemon card sets are really small. So, like, with Magic the Gathering, for example, you usually have, like, 300 cards in a set, because they also release, like, old cards and stuff like that in the sets. But with Pokemon cards, it's usually about, like, 80 to 90 cards in a set. Sometimes, if you're really lucky, maybe 120 cards. And when you buy a booster box, you will definitely get like all the commons. If you get really unlucky, you can't get all the commons, but you will get all the commons and you will get so many duplicates.
Foil full-out bullshit cards, which don't show up nearly as often as you'd hope they would. The problem with Pokemon cards nowadays, and probably back then, is that the only card really worth anything is the one right at the back of the pack. Again, the rares. I
Yeah.
mean, at least when it comes to, you know, value.
There's no
or
there's no
playability.
value to
Sure, your
commons in
favorite might
Pokemon,
be
really.
Licky here, but I mean, why not just use Tyranitar here with, you know, double the HP, double the attack, costs less to retreat? I mean, come on! You take a look at two Pokemon cards side by side, and they seem mostly the same in design. By all means, you could use an old Pokemon card in a modern setting. But when you take a closer look, looks like these cards need braces because that's a huge gap. The artwork for some of these newer cards are also really...
Pokemon has like... So Pokemon has two things that sort of affect the value of the cards. It's whether if the card is currently legal. Pokemon Constructed Play only has the so-called modern format, which requires you to play from like the last X sets. And then I think the more casual format is the like vintage version of it, where you can play anything from like a wider range of sets. But generally speaking, like for example, you can't bring your Gen 1 cards to a game of like, you know, modern games. You can't play them anymore. They're unplayable. And also, Pokemon cards have power crept like super hard. Because it's just sort of with how limited the game is, there's only so many things that the cards can do. Like there's his attack does 20 plus 30 if you flip the coin right, or something like that, because it's a game for children, so it has to be somewhat simple. So you can't have like a Bible written onto the card and be like, okay, so when the moon is currently in this and this position and the planets have aligned in this and this manner, that's when you can hope to potentially see this effect happening. Pokemon cards don't really do that. So when you have, like, for example, in the first generation, a limit of 120 attack maximum and 120 health points maximum, you run out of cards really fast because you've already done the card that has 120 health and 70 HP, and you have done the card that has 70 health and 120 attack, and so forth. Essentially, you run out of these things really, really quickly, and when you run out of the cards, it's like, then they have to be like, okay, so how do we get the people to buy new cards? And they're like, well, how about we break the rules and give them 150 health? And they're like, oh, fuck, you're a genius. And now they're basically at the point where the Pokemon hit like 7 billion, and they have like milliard H, like there's just infinite HP and whatever. And because of this, also, there's no balance to Pokemon in terms of the cards. There's like, and you can't play the old cards to begin with, so it's like the old cards are essentially not valuable at all unless they are collectibles. And then the other cards that are valuable are the cards that are currently played in the modern format and are like really good in it. But their value is very fleeting, because once they get dropped out of the format, then they completely lose all value. Like, they will not be worth shit at that point. So yeah. Like, for example, let's see this. Let me find this. Card market. Let's log in. And switch over to Pokemon. Now this is hard because the card is just called N. God damn it. Fuck. Wait, what was it called again? Let me find this. This is this one. It's just called N. Fuck. Oh, well, let's check it on TCG Player. This is sort of like a pretty good, accurate pricing for it as well. 69.97, right? This guy right here. He was easily over 100 when it was. See here, he's dropped all the way to 60. He was easily over 100 when he was playable, because this was like the card to have. It's like apparently like a really powerful card, and they are valuable. And then you can see, but you can see that it has dropped by like 30 because, you know, it's no longer playable. So yeah. The issue with Pokemon cards and their values is that their values fluctuate a lot. Magic the Gathering is nice in the sense that, for example, let me see here. My decks. There are commons and there are uncommons and stuff like that are really valuable too. Like, for example, here in my Artifacts of Life, there's this little guy called Heuristic Study, which is a common. And as you can see here, it's worth 38. It's 38 fucking dollars. A common. It's crazy. Because this was designed before the Commander format, which is a 4-player format. And when people started playing Commander, the 4-player format, they realized that, wait, this guy is fucking broken, isn't it? When you play it with 4 people. It's pretty okay when you're playing 1v1. Even then, it's pretty good still. But when you're playing with 4 people, it's crazy powerful. So even a common can be really valuable. It doesn't have to be always like the rarest of the rare cards. Although a lot of my cards are like, even here, this is an uncommon, it's worth 5. Uncommon, it's worth 19. But yeah, it's nice to have the fact that it doesn't have to be a rare. Obviously, the rares and mythics are more likely to be valuable, but uncommons and commons are also they can be valuable as well. So yeah, it's a little bit different from Pokemon.
Hit and miss. Wow, that looks like a grandma's rotting corpse in a cemetery after being dead there for
No,
7
it's a
days.
snowman.
And there's worms and maggots and
Stop
rotting
making
flesh
fun of
and everything.
Darmanitan.
Smells really bad.
Galarian
You gotta
Darmanitan
walk
was one of
nearby
the
because
best
you throw
things to
up
come out
because
of
there's a dead
Galar.
rotting corpse in the cemetery. Why is there a dead rotting corpse in the cemetery? Some of them look good. I mean, like, you look at Tapu Koko here, it looks great, but then you look at Orbeetle and they might as well have just fucking T-post him. Don't even get me started on the normal card. I mean, look, he looks like he's gonna start doing his laundry.
Now, to be fair, this is, yeah, it's an argument. Yes, it's the Ken Sugimori art just splatted there, right? But then we have cards like fucking... And then we have cards in the original Pokemon cards that look like this. So it's not really any different. It hasn't really changed. So I don't think this is really a valid argument to be like, oh, the old Pokemon cards were so much prettier. No. They all look just as shitty.
V cards just have 3D models for the artwork, which honestly is just really boring.
I don't like the 3D models either, to be fair, but I'm sure some people do.
How fucking cute he is.
That's,
and then you're like,
that's fucking beautiful, though.
you're looking at Polion and it's just... I take artwork like Spoinks over these V cards any day. I mean, look at LGBT Corviknight here.
Yeah, I don't think the rainbow thing is that, like... The rainbow thing is kind of cringe, to be honest. It's not... It doesn't look good. It's like, yeah, I get that it's like... But it's so boring. It's so boring to just make the card rainbow colored. It's just like, come on, you can do better.
He just kind of exists to me. I don't really care about him. As I said before, I'd like to mention the online TCG. Well, I mean, I don't really want to, but I guess I probably should. Unfortunately, the Pokemon Company puts about as much effort into the online TCG as they do their regular games, only adding in the bare minimum, that being the new cards every time they're released physically.
Of course, because those get
cards
them money.
In the game, you can either grind for coins to buy booster packs, which unlike if you buy a booster box IRL, there's no guarantee you'll get anything good out of it, or you can use special codes you get in real-life booster packs.
There's no fucking...
in the game. There's also a
no
trading market here, but unfortunately
guarantee
you can
to
only
get
trade
anything
cards
good
if you've
out of
unlocked them
a
using the aforementioned code cards in the real booster packs, not the in-game ones, which really sucks because at that point it goes from really difficult to make a good deck to nearly fucking impossible, meaning pay to win just kind of reigns supreme if you want to actually be able to experiment in any way. There are theme decks you can buy and unlock, but unfortunately there's not that many, and the matches usually are just determined by who has the type advantage, meaning if you've got a grass deck and your opponent has a fire deck, you might as well just surrender immediately, unless you happen to run into some really good luck or them some horrible luck, you get it. They also run into the same problem as the regular Pokemon card decks, where they just keep getting more powerful over time, so you really start lagging
like
behind
I said,
if you
power
have one
creep
from a
is
couple
real.
of years ago. I'd love to see a Pokemon Online TCG where you just unlock all the cards off the bat and you can start experimenting right away instead of, you know, being stuck with
Tabletop
the 2 booster packs a week you get from scavenging
saying.
through the theme deck mode. You could
And
even
I'm
still
sure there's a way
monetize
to
game
play
like this
Pokemon
because there's so
TCG
many
on
different
Tabletop Sim.
customization options you could sell. Full art trainer cards, special edition cards, coin skins, matte skins, card sleeves, emotes, trainer hairstyles, and clothes. The list goes on. It's fucking Pokemon, man! You could sell variations of cards with the only difference being the Pokemon are wearing little hats now.
That is a
Would still buy
stupid ass
them.
art.
The
I
way
love
it is
it.
now, it's far easier to get the cards you want in real life rather than online. I mean, that can't be right. You can play the TCG in Tabletop Simulator as a workaround.
There we go.
The cards there, but you have to manually pick each card with no real sorting system. Oh my god.
Ah,
So
that's
it's not worth it.
cringe.
That's all I really wanted to talk about today.
Oh,
sorry if you wanted me
okay,
to
so
go
there's
through the
no
rules and
system
stuff, but I'd rather you to shoot
Magic
than
the
do that.
Gathering
So,
where you can make a
thanks for
deck on
watching. Bye.
Strifefall and then post it. They have a very cute avatar character that they always put in their thumbnails. I wonder what's up with that. Is this like a closeted trans person situation? It looks like my instinct to um video on his no, I'm good. I don't think it's so when we look at these sort of videos, let's try to avoid these videos where it's like this person sort of telling us about like a game or like game reviewing or something. Like let's not react to people reviewing stuff like games and whatever, because I feel like they should be sort of channels that, like, those channels are not, I guess, that popular anymore on YouTube. So I feel like it's better if people actually watch them themselves, so they get all the views and whatever. So yeah. So let's react to more like funny stuff and interesting stuff, like documentaries and whatever. It's fine to send a video like that every now and then, but just reacting to someone else's content that is completely just a guy reacting to, this is like me reacting to him reacting to Pokemon cards, which isn't like super good, right? Let's react to I enslaved my FFXIV guild. Is this actually good? I enslaved my Final Fantasy 14 guild. Okay.
Now I know what you're thinking. Final Fantasy? Is that not the game with the Goofy in it? No. Final Fantasy is one of the best games I've ever played.
What do you mean? It's like these two things are not mutually exclusive. Just because Goofy is in it doesn't mean that you can't enjoy it, okay?
I'm playing it for months now, and let me tell you, the only thing goofy about this game is the stunts I pull. I've been known to engage in some mild tomfoolery on occasion, and when I first heard of it, I thought I'd hate it. Cars? In my fantasy game? Children? In my fantasy game? Catgirls? That one's alright. Until last year, I genuinely thought the aforementioned Goofy was a staple of the Final Fantasy franchise. Turns out he's actually from a different game, but the vibe and art style still never really seemed like my thing. But I've never been more wrong. I love this game, man. Since I have the #1 most important opinion on the internet, I figured I'd grab that pretty little head of yours and shove my new favorite game into those eyeballs. So, from the lovable developers to the shocking realization that you've been on copium for years, today I take you through my adventures in Final Fantasy XIV. And what got me so invested so quickly?
You know, I should start doing like Final Fantasy 14 RP on stream. Like going harassing people on like not necessarily harassing, but taking like funny photos and doing funny gestures and whatever to people who are idling and whatever, and making something out of that. But I will not do that until I am Big Fish, because I must earn my title first, and then I will begin doing it. Because I'm ashamed of showing myself in public if I don't have a glorious Big Fish text over my head.
Rabbit Girls. Our journey begins here, in Uldar, a city run by the two most evil groups in society. Tyrannical politicians who would do anything for coin, and short people. Your first impression of Lalafell might be the same as any other small race. Cutesy, played by 40-year-old men, and an awkward bus ride if you're scrolling through Twitter in public. However...
Bro, do not look at pictures of Lalafell on the bus. Do not. You will get the fucking weirdest stares. Do not do this. He just used that he's made cute girl avatar because he used to draw himself, but everybody think that he was a girl, so he just went with it. Ah, I see. Okay. Well, it's cute.
However, Lalafell, don't be misled, my viewers. They may have a thin veil of cuteness, but their evil knows no bounds.
They're fucking.
Yeah, stop petting me! I reveal to you the secret of all Lalafell players. The smaller you are, the bigger other races are. So, with my cute face, complete lack of ethics, and desire to get a 20-minute sponsored video out without playing I pulled up my boots and set out into the city to make something of myself. So I went to my mum for help. She said I should make some friends and get a fucking job. So in my bid for power, I began handing out cakes to the local guards, which were definitely not poisoned. Stop asking questions. Until it came to my attention that the princess had gone missing. How awfully convenient! Surely whoever would save her must be held in high regard. What a lucky opportunity for
What
me
is
to
this
prove
jiggle
myself.
animation that happens here?
I
Is
decided that I
post-editing?
would help
I
find
think
the
it's probably
princess.
post.
So I opened my map and started running towards her exact location. And that is when I saw...
The character probably was green screen and then post. Oh shit, it's Bex. Oh fuck.
Fear not, princess. Because I am here. Alright, this is the Nanoma voice.
I don't know how I ended up here, but thank you for saving me, Rabban.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, how'd you get here? Huh, ladies. Would you like this rock?
What is this
Think.
fucking video?
Feel. Think.
Mommy!
Bro, what the fuck?
It was then that I was invited to a feast with the royals of Uldar, and I graciously accepted my growth in political
great,
power.
yeah.
Once again, you'll be happy to know that Technoblade is now safe in her own castle. I was hoping to network, but the best seat I could get was next to her dad, and all he wanted to talk about was the war 5 years ago, where countless lives were lost because of the Asian slash the moon? Which is weird, because I killed one of these guys like 15 minutes ago. That's right, this ancient powerful being was no match for me, a regular ordinary adventurer. Damn bro, that's crazy. You gonna finish that? I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Shit.
He is special. Mommy. And so Thancred brought me to his friends, the Scoins of the Seventh Dawn. Meet our heroes.
I have awaited your coming.
The one everyone hates, except for, the ones everyone should hate.
Welcome.
The guy whose dialogue doth ye skip. The E-boy.
I never doubted that you'd come.
Don't ask, Val. This is what's going. I never doubted that you'd come. That's what's happened. We're watching funny videos and whatever. Feel free to send any funny or interesting. It can also be like interesting documentaries or whatever. Just send them to my Submit Funny channel. And yeah. Also, how are you doing? If I know of one. Yeah, don't worry about it.
And this guy, but we'll get to him later.
I wish
Together
you
they
would
form the
just go
Scones
Mao.
of the Seventh Dawn.
That would
and
be
the
so
primary goal of this organization is to kill the Primals, which are demigods summoned by various tribes around the world. Primals usually just mind control anyone that doesn't have your powers, because this lovely, curvy lady has given you the power to remember things. So it turns out all of those blackouts I had were actually a good thing, and not damaging my brain. And so
Well,
you team up with the members of the
sometimes good
Shallows
things
of
come
the
with a
Seventh
price.
Dawn. But mostly this guy, who is 16 internet. You make wonderful friends. Use your power for good.
That has never
And-
been a problem for the internet. Stop lying to yourself. Wife
To
hammers.
tell you any more would spoil things, but trust me, the story in this game is very good, and I like it a lot. Now this can be a very social game, which means you're going to be meeting a lot of new people, and this game can have quite a twisty story, with many plot points that can be easily spoiled. Those seem like conflicting.
I do want to send you Nuke Top Ghost vids and see what you think about the stuff they show there. Sure, go ahead.
Qualities. While I admit it can be a little stressful dodging spoilers on my Twitter timeline, this game does this combo the best that I think any game possibly could. And the community, generally, is super anti-spoiler. The only things I've had spoiled were kinda minor and were kind of accidents. And annoying as spoilers are, I am a streamer. I know. So I probably have it worse. You've probably already played it, or it's probably only going to be about
It's
as bad as...
Oh,
Dude, wait
shit.
for Heavensward. It gets so good at Heavensward. It gets so good. But yeah, spoilers, bad, hate them. Now, back to the story. I'll be taking my payment.
Thank you for slaying the primals, but there is more work to be done.
And you will
Oh, no.
it. And so I ventured forth, as the hero I am, ready to save the world. What? What is that melody? You're dancing. My God, they're dancing. What are those faces doing? They're smiling. The people were having fun. Oh, and the music. The music was super copyrighted. And as new as I was to the game, that was sort of the first moment where it clicked. I spent the rest of the night taking
This is no
screenshots
concept.
with the
Very good.
pals. Look at this guy, he's playing a male character in a video game.
What a fucking
It's a
cringy
feeling I
piece of
hadn't
shit.
felt
Look at
in a
that guy. Fuck.
Okay, guys, it's time for Pint to pay his rent. The plan was simple. Get in, grab the greatest mobile game of all time, and get out. And to pull this off, I'm gonna need some backup. Meet my 3 favorite spooky Halloween
Well, let's watch
champions.
the fucking ad,
Harvest
too.
Jack. He's a jack of all trades.
Because they still have the
Miscreated
Lalafell there, which
monster.
makes it
He's
so
the
much
brains
better.
of the operation. If only they were his brains. And Madame Saris. She's really hot. We made our way through the main door. All was going according to plan until we got to the vault.
I
But
wish I
Madame
had this
Saris
green
set off
screen
the
content
alarms.
on Lalafell
Wham,
too.
wham,
How the fuck
wham.
did
Oh
they-
no. They're trying to steal the
Get the green
greatest
screen
mobile
stuff.
game of all time.
Well, I can see why. With over 400 champions to collect, epic dungeons to clear, and a
I wonder how they get the green screen stuff for their character. PSO2 actually had a room good. Like you could get like a room like a decoration for your room that was just a green screen. So you could actually chroma key your characters to be on a transparent background, which was fucking awesome. I wonder what's the method
where they
in
can
Final
fight
Fantasy.
against other players. They'd be fools not
Yeah,
to.
go
Oh,
ahead.
that's
Go
my
ahead,
favorite
Sultan.
part. Have you seen the commercial with the orc?
Oh, that commercial is ravishing. But the gameplay is to die for.
Right.
Oh, they're getting away!
It's definitely not the paycheck.
Pint! Why? Why'd you do it? Isn't it obvious? Have you heard of Raid's newest Halloween update? We're talking big rewards.
This guy's gone wailing.
Tournaments against other
He
players.
has a pay
That's
to
not
win,
even the best
or
part.
like a
I'll
pay
be able
cash
to get
shop.
my hands on a
It's great.
brand new legendary Halloween
of-
champion.
Speaking of pay to win, I should get myself a nice Halloween outfit.
My Uber's here. You know the game's free, right? You could have just downloaded it. Yeah, on mobile devices and PC. Jack! No! Miss Pumpkin? Hi. I worked with your husband. He wanted me to tell you to click the link in the description below or scan my QR code to get a free epic hero Chinoru, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, 1 ancient shard, and 200k silver to help Junior get through college. You'll find your rewards here,
this
bud.
is it. This
Ad
is what a
over.
good ad is.
For the next week, I farmed the golden saucer for emotes. I think I like it here.
Oh,
Look, there's a racing game.
Did you
Sweet,
get
I got
emotes
bunny
from the
ears.
golden
Now I can
saucer?
focus on getting a cool
Good to
outfit.
know.
Please, save us. The primals are coming. Did somebody say Palace of the Dead? Sounds pretty cool. Crafting jobs doesn't sound cool, but somehow is. I could have sworn there was something I was supposed to be doing right now. It's very easy to get sidetracked in this game, and I think that's a discovery we all make along the way. Mom, Dad, I have something to tell you. I decided to quit my job as a hero and become a dancer. A dancer? Well, the party buffs are useful. No, Father, like this! One of the best parts about this game is that there's so many definitions of endgame. There's your usual solo content or raiding or whatever, but under little rocks here and there, people create songs, dance routines, fashion, interior design, economic domination. Some of the most hardcore players I've met are high-end ultimate raiders. And yet, they are mere insects beneath the boots of role players. The penultimate form of a Final Fantasy player, logging on daily to take cute screenshots and dance. And that's like kinda not even a joke. And having done a couple raids, it's not like the raids are bad either. It's actually some of the most fun I've ever had raiding. It's just you have a choice now. The driving force is fun.
Which I
Nothing
think is very
manda-
good. It's definitely good that you don't have to do this content to enjoy Final Fantasy XIV. That's something that I've really, really enjoyed. The whole fishing stuff. Even though it's cancerous, and this motherfucker is gonna be a thorn on my side for a long time, I can sort of guess. The fact that you don't have to play the game in a specific manner. Like, obviously, there's gonna be those purists who are like, yeah, I'm better at the game than you because I have a Heaven's Legend or whatever. But, like, the game is so vast that there's always that little box that you can fit into yourself and have your own little thing, which I think is really nice. It's such a big world. I hope I can make some friends in the game. I'm glad Yasu's already been making a lot of friends in the game. I hope I can make some friends in the game at some point too. And what he says about the RP stuff is pretty true. Usually in games like this it's actually pretty good to make RP friends, people who just play a character sort of, because then they won't sort of mix in their personal stuff into the game. And when they don't do that, it's like there's not gonna be that sort of interpersonal drama in the game that's like yeah, okay, well my cat died today, and you're just like, oh fuck. It's just like, you know, it's a little bit different. It's a bit more lighthearted, and there's definitely value to it to have like RP friends in a game. Some of them's kind of sussy. Stop acting like you don't like it, you pervert.
Story and everything is encouraged. Because to make a fantasy world feel real, you need your sweaty adventurers and your maid cat girl photography enthusiasts. Now I think it's about time I got round to killing those primals. Or I could do something
Stop lying,
better.
Yasu.
What
Stop
if
lying.
I
You
told
have like 7 billion
that
RP
me,
friends already.
the best mage player in the whole world, the betrayer of guilds, found an even greater foe? This content would make even the most experienced raiders quake with fear. That's right. I decided to try and buy a house. But there's a few catches with buying houses. Firstly, there's a finite number of houses on any server. There's just under 400,000 houses in all of Final Fantasy, which is not a lot when you consider the player count.
There's
And
a lot
slots
more
only
players
become
these days
available
than
when
that.
someone doesn't log in for 45 days. I'll tell you about the second catch in a moment. It's a big one. Attention everybody, there is a fucking house for sale. I ran to the plot, looked around a little, and I hovered over the purchase button. Was this truly where I wanted to live? Yes. This would do nicely. So I clicked purchase. Oh. So here's the second catch. At some point in a 24-hour period, the house will randomly become available for sale. Meaning, to acquire a house, you have to repeatedly do this and hope that you're the person that purchases the house the moment it becomes available, randomly, in a 24-hour period.
That's not cool.
I don't have time for this. I
It's
give up. No,
you are
that's not the
Foxy.
pint I know. Well, I guess there is one thing I could do. I don't know. It's kind of no. What is it? I mean, I could exploit the working class. Meet wife havers. Oh, the things we'd do together. The conquests we'd march. Right after you guys buy a house, for the guild. We had 2 people around the clock clicking a placard, and the rest of us would sit there to make it seem like there was more competition than there was to scare off potential competitors.
Clever.
It was truly a chance for us all to bond, a learning experience. And what I learned in this experience is that my friends are fucking psychopaths. This is Job. She was there for 40 hours over 4 days. Oh, how do I know this? Only the fucking Google Doc we created to track the hours camped, the plot opening times, and to see how close we were to committing human rights violations. Now, keep camping. You wouldn't want to go back to Torghast, would you? After about 3 days, though, one of our happy little campers discovered something. Something that would blow this case wide open. Take a look at this chart. Yep, turns out in the first 8 hours, the chances of a plot opening are basically 0. And for the creamy, most efficient strat possible, you want to click in this 4-hour window. Ah, yes. Only 4 short hours of clicking. As luck would have it,
I guess this person has never done fishing in Final Fantasy XIV. Let's talk about windows, okay? How about 90 seconds?
the dawn of the 4th day, during prime time, I sent Jub a very funny meme, and she tabbed out for a moment to look at it. The house.
Rayman 3. I don't
It's
think I've ever
sold.
played that one. I played the original, but I didn't ever play any
Psych,
other Rayman.
we bought the house. It was us. It was our backup clicker. There's always a backup clicker. And now we had a place to call home. And we relocated immediately because the goblet, say it with me, is for broke-ass bitches.
Okay.
So Final Fantasy, huh? Crazy to think that it was always fucking here. It has been very refreshing. And at the risk of sounding a bit too serious, it's taught me a lot of valuable things about myself. Trying new things, being a nicer person. I've got a bunch of new friends, way less stress. And honestly, man, just kind of a better outlook on life. I don't think it's just the game that's done that, but still, I'm happy. Plus, I got this house.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Very good. That is very nice. I'm glad that this person is enjoying Final Fantasy XIV. That is very cool. Very sweet, for sure. Ended where he tried to flee authorities using his gutter after attending an illegal ecstasy-fueled orgy amid COVID-19 pandemic on Friday. What the fuck? Okay, well that's something. Let's see. Submit funny. Okay, so the ghost videos, right? Oh no. When it starts off like this, I can already tell that, oh no, this is not gonna be a very serious video, is it? Why do people still do this? Like, I guess it does have 1 million views, and it's been posted only like a few days ago. God damn.
Watcher.
No,
Popular
shit.
former BuzzFeed Unsolved hosts Shane and Ryan are back with an all-new paranormal investigation series called Ghost Files.
Oh no. I'm getting like chills from how cringe this
We're
is
on their
already.
very own YouTube channel, Watcher. Now, for those of you who don't know the series, Shane is a diehard skeptic who does not believe in ghosts at all.
What do you mean? You don't have to be a diehard skeptic to not believe in ghosts. What the fuck? It's like the fucking narrator is like, yeah, this guy's crazy. He doesn't believe in ghosts.
But Ryan, on the other hand,
He's a
does believe in the
complete fucking
supernatural,
idiot.
and often finds himself scared senseless on these paranormal investigations.
Alright, apparently this is where a
Here
recurring
in Finland,
ghost
we
is
call people like this mega pussy.
seen.
What are you? Hey man, calm down.
The people just like to jump scare him. That's why he is a ghost fucking person. He's
My
an
mic went
adrenaline
out,
junkie.
and then I was looking for you,
He's crouching in here like some kind of cave creature.
and then all I did was I went. I was
Oh
just
yeah,
coming
so
to
you're
say
just-
hello to you.
You're looking for me while grunting like a zombie.
So this time the two friends set out to investigate the allegedly haunted Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Louisville, Kentucky. The massive hospital was built in 1910 to treat patients suffering from tuberculosis. Shockingly, it is estimated that around
Sanatorium. That sounds like it's a mental institute. Why would they have people suffering from tuberculosis in a mental institute? Or is it sanatorium as in sanitation?
63,000 people lost their lives inside the sanatorium walls. So it's no wonder that Waverly Hills is said to be one of the most haunted buildings in America, and is a site where many visitors claim to have witnessed terrifying paranormal activity.
Huh?
Ryan and Shane make it to the second floor of the
You know,
Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
There is
when they
definitely one ghost living in this place. It's called confirmation bias.
capture something truly bizarre.
Okay.
Let's see. Ooh, was that a fart? No, that was a noise.
That was a fart.
No, that came from down there.
Oh shit.
Are you f***ing kidding me? That was not
No,
a fart?
that came from down there.
Because
I'm surprised you didn't react to that more.
I thought you farted.
No.
Maybe that's what the jack-o'-lantern face was.
Was that you farting?
It was.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
That is pretty spooky.
Sorry, guys.
Now, of course, some sounds have more to do with bad dietary choices than the paranormal. But no worries, because things are about to get weird. In the past, many visitors and paranormal investigators have reported hearing creepy, unexplained humming in the morgue of the Waverly Hills Center.
I should just keep my mouth shut. I could completely ruin this. Because this is so obviously scripted.
Sanatorium. When Shane and Ryan explore the area, this happens.
It can't be hard to get a hum. Ghost guy, I mean, come on, just a hum, you don't even have to move your lips around, just give it a...
If you could hum a tune, can you hum Yankee Doodle Dandy for us, please?
I mean, that's probably the one song they knew back then.
Take it away. Are you hearing that?
What? Yeah, a little bit.
Are you hearing that? The hair on the back of my neck is standing up.
I mean, it could have well been a car outside somewhere, but it did sound like a sort of a low
God,
tone
these are
somewhere.
always so fucking cringe.
I certainly heard something there. I mean, do I think it's a ghost? No. Do you?
Yes.
Fully, yeah, I'd say if I were someone who believed in ghosts, I'd be a little unnerved right now. I'd probably get the little shaky knees.
My back is tingling. Could you, whoever was humming, could you hum again, please?
No humming for you.
Okay, well, I'm really glad we didn't hear anything on that one. Tell you what. Why don't we move to the spirit?
There was another.
What, really?
Yeah.
Tell you what.
I swear to God, in between you talking there.
I didn't hear it. Thank God, I didn't hear it.
Something seems
These
to
guys are
react to
not
the
good
investigators'
actors either.
requests and hums not once, but twice. Both Shane and Ryan are put a little on the edge from what they...
When people are genuinely afraid, if there was actually some real fear here, they wouldn't have constantly like the side of their mouth twitching up for a smile because they're having a hard time not grinning.
They just experienced. And to this day, they still have no explanation for the creepy sounds.
That was it?
Now,
That
for the
was
final
it?
part of their investigation, the
God,
guys
that is
decide
so
that they will
fucking
each explore
trash.
the entire sanatorium, one at a time and all alone. When Shane does his walkthrough investigation of the hospital, he just kind of cracks jokes and trash talks the alleged spirits haunting the sanatorium.
Y'all want to play a fucking game? You little
He's
punk?
just like
I actually
Ken.
have always long been curious.
Just like Kem, he's so scared of it. So he's trying to get his like bravado up by talking shit.
If the reason why Shane never gets anything in his solo investigations is because he's an enormous D-bag.
I love kids. I love to play games. What I need you to do is roll your ball to me. Where's my tinny? To me!
And yeah, he's just an enormous D-bag. It's just confirmed.
If you don't show yourself, I'm going to make you show yourself to me!
But something very strange also happens. When Shane finally makes his way back to Ryan and the rest of the team, he admits that at some point he believed he might not have been alone.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, was it really scary down there?
I did actually hear some stuff. For a minute there, I thought you were up there, like trying to prank me. So I didn't actually react to it in the moment, but it sounded like a person walking around upstairs. But I guess not.
Are you serious? Did that actually happen upstairs? Because if that didn't happen, that's your best lie you've ever come up with.
No, it actually happened. It sounded like there was a person upstairs.
It turns out Shane wasn't lying.
Oh shit.
Do you want to play? Y'all want to play a f***ing game?
Did you see it? Watch again slower.
Oh
Do
shit.
you want to play?
Wait, what was that? Was there something there? What was that supposed to be? It's just a fucking reflection of some random trash.
A creepy translucent figure can be seen standing behind
Yeah,
Shane in a
definitely.
doorway.
That's what it was.
Now,
It's
Shane doesn't
ghosts,
see the
guys.
apparition, but he does admit that he heard some strange noises at the exact same moment. So could this be the spirit of a former patient of Waverly Hills Sanatorium?
That's definitely it.
As always, I leave it up to you
That's
to decide.
the evidence right there. These are fucking always the same.
You can watch this entire investigation and many more spooky videos of Shane and Ryan exploring haunted places over on the YouTube channel Watcher. If you found a great ghost video online or recorded...
I really don't understand what about these appeals to people. Like, there was like 400,000 views on those videos. They're like, what is it? The videos are basically always the same. They're always going to a haunted place and they walk around and maybe there's a small tiny sound or a ghostly thing that you can just barely see when you move your camera really fast. It's never an actual, like, proper high definition image of a thing. You never actually have your camera standing still on the thing that is supposedly there to haunt your asshole. Blah, blah, blah. No.
One yourself, please send it my way at nukestop5@gmail.com. Not clowning around.
Oh shit.
TikTok user Jacob explains in his videos that he's recently inherited his grandmother's house after she passed away. But Jacob says that he can't shake the strange feeling that something in the old house just doesn't want him there. And then things just get weirder because Jacob finds a creepy old jester doll that belonged to his grandmother.
My grandmother's old house. She left it for me, and when I got here, I saw a bunch of cool stuff.
Like, imagine if, like, think of this from like a narrative standpoint. Like a clown is something that a lot of people sort of inherently recognize as something like, oh yeah, that's got something to do with horror, right? But if you'd like think about a ghost from a sort of realistic standpoint, and like the fact that they're like these creatures that are supposedly living on this like other plane of existence, which would mean that their like brand of horror would be probably completely like detached from what our brand of horror is. They wouldn't be sending creepy fucking clown dolls at you or something stupid like that. It would be something that would like inherently invoke a sensation of fear in you without having to do this like traditional tropey horror garbage. I feel like these videos that are like, oh, it's a clown, so it's scary. They always miss the point in that, and these are always like this sensationalized garbage for like stupid people. Sorry. If you enjoy these videos, it's fine, but it's definitely stupid though, and you just have to accept it. These are definitely garbage for people who just have too much free time and don't have anything better to watch. If you want like this kind of choreographed trash, you should probably just watch horror movies. You're gonna be better in
one of the best things is right behind here. Oh yeah. I call him Jeffrey.
Of course, it's Jeff Kusanagi.
Grandma left him for me, I guess. Real creepy. Kinda cute though.
Jacob says that when he was a child, the sight of the doll used to terrify him. But he says it doesn't really bother him anymore. But then, late one night, Jacob wakes up to hear knocking coming from his bedroom closet.
The girl just wants to hang out.
I just heard knocking.
Why the fuck do you leave the doll staring at you? It's like the fucking creepiest thing. It's like, yeah, I like to sleep when there's somebody looking at me. Oh. Is this really loud? His breathing is so fucking loud. Also, like, something that you can always see in these fake horror videos is the fact that, and this is something that a lot of horror movies do as well, and video games, is that, like, something that you can see here, we're going into this closet right here, and if you were actually really scared of something, right, what would be the first thing that you would want to do in, let me ask you guys, if you were really scared of something and you heard a noise coming out of a closet or whatever, what would be the first thing that your mind would race to when you opened the door into the closet? What would you do? What is like the number one thing that you do first? Especially when you know that the closet is big like this. Anybody? No? This should be clear as day. Like, actually think about it for a second. No? Nobody has any idea. Well, at least I, for example, would, when I go into a scary place that I know has space, I would first, like, check out the entire area. Like, look around. Is there anything threatful here? Is there anything dangerous in this area? But look at how this guy goes in. Instead of looking around, he's taking his time and forcing the camera to stay right in the middle. He's not looking around. He's not actually panicked, because this is how the script goes. You have to reveal the spoopy thing late. Yeah, he's not. And then he backs away. Wait, does he actually back away?
Did you see it? The jester doll's head has turned. Before, it was facing the bed. But now it is staring right at Jacob as he closes the closet door. Almost as if it's keeping an eye on him.
And also Jacob here, he's like acting like the camera is actually how his line of sight is going, right? It's like he's holding it right in front of his face. That's not how people would fucking do this. If you were actually genuinely scared about this thing, you wouldn't be playing this like a fucking third-person video game. You'd probably first like survey the area with your eyes and then move the camera in post, like afterwards to face the things. Like you'd be like, oh my god, and then you turn the camera to it.
Says that he didn't even realize that the doll had moved at the time and only noticed it later when looking back at his footage. So could it be that Jacob's grandmother's home is haunted? Could there be an entity attached to the creepy jester? I'll leave that to you to decide.
It's so cringy.
Hello.
God, do people actually? Maybe I'm just like a spoil sport. I know Arcade is really into these haunted places and whatever too. But then again, he didn't really realize that there was like he was watching this reality TV show about like these I was watching a reality quote unquote TV show about this group of people who do like these cool pranks on people. And like it would be like the idea was that there was like a murder happening in a woman's house, and the there was supposed to be like this candid camera there, and she was supposed to come into the scene and then get like shocked because there was a fight going on in the house that led into gun violence. And Arcade didn't like think there's anything weird about the fact that when the woman screams and starts running, there was a camera crew outside waiting for her and following her as she ran, and the woman didn't think anything of the camera crew, nor the fact that she had a mic on her shirt.
From the paranormal investigation team, CVS Paranormal sets out.
It's not CVS Paranormal, it's CVS Paranormal 1, because CVS Paranormal was taken.
All alone to explore the so-called, quote, Pirates Graveyard in Portland, England. The scenic cemetery was built way back in 1475 and has gotten its odd nickname from the many gravestones that feature carvings of skulls and crossbones. Christine finds herself completely alone when suddenly something happens that she still can't explain to this day.
But it's conveniently the paranormal investigator.
Oh. What? Hello? Sure, I saw somebody shouted hello then, or said hello.
Christine is all alone when she hears something behind her, and as she turns, she hears a woman nearby clearly say hello.
Completely out of the way, so nobody... Hello. Oh, hello. Oh. Hello. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, hello. Oh.
A bit shocked.
Wait, let's go back to this.
I clearly say hello.
Completely out of the way, so nobody... Hello. Oh, hello.
Did you hear that? She gasps before the woman says hello. And then she hears hello, and she replies hello. I think they timed their faking of this wrong. It would have made a lot more sense if she gasped after the hello.
Oh. Hello. Oh, hello.
Yeah. Hello. It's
hello. Oh,
they
hello.
fucked it up. God damn it.
Oh.
A bit shocked, she immediately answers
At least
back,
get the
hello,
fucking fake shit that you're
but
doing right.
There's no one there.
Also,
And
just the fact that it just so happens to be the paranormal investigator who all of these paranormal things happen around, but nobody else has ever had these happening in their life, but it's the paranormal investigator. It's because they're spiritually tuned better than us normies. They have these special powers that make them more like sensitive to these paranormal events. It's definitely not because of editing or acting or faking everything. It's because they're just so paranormally compatible, unlike us shitty normies.
In fact, there's not even anyone else in the entire area that she's exploring. So could it be that the Pirates Graveyard in Portland, England is haunted by the ghosts of those who are laid to rest there?
The ghost of those who say hello.
Let me know. The devil down below. This next creepy video was recorded on an allegedly cursed river in Indonesia. Now, many locals claim that a strange creature lives in this river and surfaces only after dark to prey on its victims. So, in the dead
Just a second, let me check this. Okay, so 150. Okay, cool.
night,
There's a longer vid with better videos, but it's 30 minutes. No, that's fine if you want to send it, and if you guys still have energy to watch some more. I'm down. I have a little bit of drawing work to do tonight, but it's actually pretty fun. I get to draw cows, and I like drawing cows, so it's not a bad time. And yeah, and it's just a one character image, so it shouldn't be super bad. Yeah, I know, right? Cows are great.
Four friends set out to attempt to capture video evidence of this alleged
But I'm not
mysterious
really in a rush
creature.
yet.
The guys drift along the river in their boat for hours until they see something in the water near an abandoned shipwreck. What happens next is downright terrifying.
Oh shit.
Biarin aja botolnya, biarin aja dia. Biarin aja di kamu. Botolnya. Push! Holy sh... Masuk dia. Push!
What looks like a pale hand with long webbed fingers quickly splashes out of the water and snatches at a plastic bottle floating on the surface.
Delicious.
Then it just disappears back into the murky depths from which it came. The four friends believe they might have captured the infamous water creature that is said to live in the river. But
The
what do
infamous
you
water
think
creature?
this is? Let me
But
know.
it doesn't have a name.
Behind your back. Connor Lyles from Fresno, California is coming home late one evening.
Sure. I mean, at least that one was like pretty okay, like in how it was made. In the sense that they clearly used like a proper prop for this. Let's see here. And that's not just video editing, because you can see the splatters on this as well, which I think would be something that especially people with cameras of this quality probably wouldn't realize to do. So at least some effort was put into this. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. The only thing is that this is really pale, and we can only start seeing it when it's like this up in the water, which I feel is not really realistic. It should definitely, it's clearly murky water, but it's so pale, it should show up a little bit earlier. My mom's sister loves cows. They used to have a cow pattern painted two-person swing in their yard, and their house is filled with cow merch. Cows are great. Cows are great. I like cows very much. Today I get to draw not very wholesome cows, but cows nonetheless. It's just something about the shape of their face is like so squishy that it makes them really friendly looking, even when they're like in the context of very, very hardcore porn.
Out of the water and snatches at a plastic bottle floating on the surface.
Also, let's let's go back to this. How do I go frame by frame on YouTube? What is it like? It's like this. Yeah. So here's the hand. It's coming up from here. Touches the water. Slaps in. And you can see? Yeah, it's definitely video editing. When it disappears completely in a single frame. It doesn't look that bad when you see it animated, but when you move it like this, there's no smooth transition of it disappearing underneath the water. They just lazily made it clip out as soon as the frame is there. Very, very common in VFX. Because when you do things in fast movement, especially in a video that has this low quality to it, which might even be a filter that has been placed over it afterwards, you can't notice things like this. So yeah. And see,
floating on the surface.
Yeah,
then
it's
it just disappears back.
Yeah,
into
you
the
can
murky
see
depths.
when you now when you know about it, you can see that it kind of does disappear really weirdly fast.
From which it came. The four friends believe they might have captured the infamous water creature that is said to live in the river. But what do you think this is? Let me know.
Also, I don't think the hand actually connects with the
Behind
bottle.
your back, Connor Lyles from Fresno, California is coming home late one evening when he suddenly hears something right behind him. His doorbell camera captures something downright chilling.
Oh shoot, the ghosts will come now. Was it supposed to be that little...
A dark shadow-like figure can be seen
Yeah,
walking from left to
yeah.
right behind Connor. Suddenly it appears again, but now a lot closer. Connor hears something behind him and quickly turns around, but sees no one there. When he checks his doorbell security camera, he sees the bizarre dark figure and realizes that perhaps something was following him. But what do you think is going on here?
This is
real?
more clever than the... Like, this is like just good VFX. Sort of, not necessarily good VFX, but it's like a clever use of VFX. It's like, I'm gonna take this video, I'm gonna make this fake situation of me getting scared of this dark entity and whatever. This is really easy to make. It's just, you know, add like a filter there and animate it. And basically the way to make a character like this is, for example, if you have a walking man and you green screen it, then you turn down the opacity and blur it to make it look like this shadowy entity, and then you make it match the video graininess. You make it walk past there, and then you put the guy here.
Just an elaborate hoax.
As you can see, this guy right here is not animated at all, because that would require a lot more effort. It's just kind of standing here. The longer away an element like this is in these effects, the more realistic it's gonna look. But when you bring something up close, then the sort of visual fidelity has to be higher, and which is why you always see these things in a distance or something, or for like a really short time or something like that. I didn't expect this to become a VFX talk stream. I did actually study VFX in university when we were doing the 3D modeling and stuff. We actually worked on this movie. It wasn't a movie, it was a... It was a TV show, or like a Netflix series. We were working on this Netflix series. I think my name might still be in the credits of that thing. But we did do VFX for them. And it's pretty interesting. I don't personally like it that much. It's not really my thing, but I understand the principles of it like somewhat well. So seeing these like little VFX tricks like this, it's cute. It's cute. I can respect it.
You decide.
Like, I like these ghost things where somebody has actually clearly put an effort into it. So it turns from a shitty hoax into an art piece. This is like an artwork. This is like a VFX artwork video. It's essentially.
Thank you so much for watching.
It's not a good VFX artwork video if you want to put it in your portfolio or something. But it's a VFX art video either way. And respect where respect is due. Yeah, I know, yeah, so that's why I started making the awful serious puns. Top 10 scary ghost videos to freak and creep you up, and artists debunk the... Very good, very good. I will check those out. Just a second. Let's see here. Submit funny. Top 10 scary videos, ghost videos to creep you up. Okay, so now we're going for the top 10. We're no longer in pussy territory.
The pitter-patter of tiny feet.
Okay, so
An
this is going to
anonymous
be
TikTok
shit
user
already.
who is the mother of a newborn baby.
Audio-based spooks are always not good. Audio-based spooks are never. Audio-based spooks are never good.
Has shared only one video to her TikTok page, but the video shows.
I didn't mean the quest name specifically yet. So I just meant that I knew that it had serious puns in there, so I started making the serious puns.
Something absolutely chilling.
What is this disgusting looking slop on the fucking tray? Ugh. I don't understand, like, this kind of American cuisine. I'm assuming this is American cuisine. That's the only place where I've ever seen food like this, where it's just like slabs of meat in like some kind of weird juices thrown into the oven.
First, the eerie sound of someone laughing can be heard. The mother is immediately alarmed because she lives alone with her baby. She then hears the patter of what sounds like small running footsteps. And that's when her home's backdoor motion detector goes off. She immediately fears that someone might be in the house. But in the end, she finds nothing and no one's there. What she heard and captured remains a mystery.
Yeah, because it definitely couldn't have been a neighborhood asshole kid who just went like and ding-dong ditched them, essentially. Or they knew that there's going to be a motion detector there and they're going to be purposefully making it go off. Because that's definitely not what kids do, right, guys? Right?
The Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. Twitch streamer Jordan DeSorbo, also known as D-Tune, sets out to explore Old South Pittsburgh Hospital in Tennessee. The hospital opened in 1959 and eventually closed in the late 1990s. Over the clinic's 35 plus years of operation, obviously hundreds of people have passed away inside these hospital walls. It is said that the spirits of many of these patients just never left. Visitors claim to have heard the eerie sound of crying babies, and many say they've seen horrifying apparitions and shadow people. However, none of these chilling stories stop Jordan from staying overnight and broadcasting his ghost investigation live on Twitch. Jordan decides to set up a static camera and a few paranormal research tools. He places a REM pod and a motion-activated music box inside one of the creepy hospital hallways. Over 3 hours into his investigation, he captures something truly terrifying.
So you come over to it. See? You just get in the area, and it works. If you want to try this out, all you have to do is walk past this music box, and it'll play a sound, just like that. Why are you continuing? Why are you continuing? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the EMF.
Is this like this purple is like whatchamacallit, like a night vision thing? Usually it's green, right?
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna back up. I don't know what that was.
Did you see it?
Oh shit.
Right after the motion-activated music box and REM pod go off on their own, a creepy figure can be seen quickly walking past the doorway right in front of Jordan. Now, Jordan doesn't even notice, but his live Twitch viewers do. And one of them sends Jordan a clip of the creepy event live on stream just a few minutes later.
Nobody's down here with me. That clip's intense. Fine, I'll watch the clip. Go ahead and show me the clip. I'll let you know if it's me or not. Go ahead and drop the clip again. Oh. I I don't know. I don't know who that was. There's nobody else on this floor with me right now.
Except for
I'm alone
ghosts.
on this floor. Alright, y'all are freaking me out now.
The Twitch streamer says he has no idea who or what he captured and says that he was completely alone at the time of the capture. Now, we've done stories on the old South
Because a
Pittsburgh.
Twitch streamer who goes into a spooky place to get spooky footage is definitely a credible source for, yes, I'm definitely here just by myself and there's definitely nothing sussy going on with this footage.
Hospital before, and Jordan isn't the only one who recorded an eerie figure roaming the halls.
Something to keep in mind is that whenever these things happen and you see these crazy, creepy figures and whatever, is that it's very common to see a completely stationary camera, because it's much easier to do video editing when the camera is completely stationary.
If you're a regular viewer, then you might remember that
That was a live stream, but technically speaking, you could layer like a visual effect over a live stream as well and put a timer on it to play it back during a specific moment in the stream. Also, you could just, ask a bro to walk past there in a spooky fashion. But you can definitely do video editing even when streaming. It's especially when you have a stationary camera like that, because like, for example, let me show you guys some cool ass video editing. Let's see here. Like, look, it's a scary picture. There's a lot of things that you can do. There's a lot of things you can do on Twitch live as well. So, just because it's a stream doesn't mean that it's real. A lot of people probably are like, oh, because it's a stream, that's proof that it's true.
Just 2 years ago, YouTuber and paranormal investigator Franco TV also caught a figure on camera while walking through the South Pittsburgh Hospital.
Yeah, stationary camera again. And we can see this like barely visible figure
So is this
following
hospital
them.
truly haunted
Yeah,
by the ghosts
no.
of previous patients?
So easy
You
to do.
tell me.
Effects like this.
You can watch Jordan's entire spooky live stream and many more supernatural investigations
Yeah,
over
exactly.
on his Twitch
I
channel.
don't think there would, specifically memeing you. It's too well scripted to be like people who aren't in on it, I think. So I'm pretty sure those are just like people who are either in on it, or it's just a video editing.
D-Tune. Caught on cam. April Crisanto from Davao City, Philippines works as a job trainer for a company in California. Since April heads a team of remote workers from the Philippines, they all have to work very late because of the 15-hour time difference. April is on a late-night Zoom meeting with some of her new trainees when one of their webcams captures something very strange.
Naman may ubang gitakil na modules dira sa trailhead na apil pod na i-take nila. So guys, it's already 12 p.m. You may join Vince sa Google Meet na link sa calendar invite, and yawa sa to tain na. Hoy, age. Ako'y nakita sa likod nimo. Ayan na lang. Dito sa pikas.
Asa?
Na ako'y nakita.
Oh man. Wait lang, di ba?
Dira. Buisit, nitindog yun akong balahibo. Dira. Nanapoy ni, I don't know kung ni Agi or kamot or legs. Marag ni gitaas or nay ni Agi. Marag na iniana ni Tindog kadali, I don't know.
Yeah, that was so scary.
Sorry, naka-curse jud ko kay nakuratan ko. Anyway, unya na lang, tanahan na to ang video niya.
An odd translucent figure appears on webcam behind trainee AJ. April is actually so shocked that she accidentally curses on her work call and then immediately mutes her mic in panic. She alerts AJ, and then when he looks around, there's just nothing there. Apparently, AJ later said that this was nothing new to him. He says that he's been experiencing paranormal activity in his apartment for over 7 years.
How
He claims
convenient.
that he often sees the creepy apparition of a child throughout his home. So did AJ accidentally capture video evidence of his haunted apartment?
Oh, yeah,
or is
that's-
it just
that's
a
definitely what it
very
was.
strange trick of the light? Either way, I leave it up to you to decide. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Locked away. TikTok user Sabrina and her family took a trip to the historic Aston Hall mansion in Birmingham, England. Sabrina accidentally captured something downright chilling. But first, a little history of the mansion. Aston Hall was built in the early 1600s by wealthy land baron Sir Thomas Holt as a home for his family.
I've been on a binge for princess manga, and these kinds of sceneries are very, very common in there. I don't know what it is, but I've been reading so much like princess dramas meant for like teenage girls or like 20-year-old girls, I guess. So I don't know, there's something satisfying about them.
But not long after, the mansion became the site of a cruel tragedy. Sir Thomas Holt's daughter Mary fell in love with a simple servant boy and attempted to elope. Outraged by the scandalous affair, Sir Thomas locked Mary Holt away in a tiny room on the top floor of Aston Hall. Mary was kept there for over 16 years before she finally passed away from horrendous neglect and malnutrition. It is said that Mary's troubled spirit was unable to move on and still haunts Aston Hall to this day. The mansion is now a public museum. After learning of Mary's tragic story, Sabrina and her husband go up to the top floor to have a look at the room where Mary was kept. Sabrina's husband decides to call out to Mary, and that's when things take a terrifying turn.
Oh no.
Mary? I mean you no harm.
What the fuck would you
We
be
know
able
you're
to
in
do
there.
to a ghost in the first place?
We've seen you. Where are you, Mary?
Some prime cringe at the oh yes.
Mary?
Did you say it?
Mary?
My nose is stuffy from all this trash clogging it. It's almost like there's
Mary.
this secret rule
Are you still in there, Mary?
to being a ghost
You
that
can
you
come
have
out
to
now.
flash beyond like a very small space
My
really
name's
fast.
Thomas. Hello.
Shocked by what they just witnessed, Sabrina posts her video to TikTok. Many viewers asked Sabrina in the comments why she and her husband didn't go up into the room to investigate. So, Sabrina explains that the room is inaccessible, as the staircase leading up to it is just too unsafe to climb.
Here it is.
Ah shit, what a rebel.
Found it. There's the attic room. I don't think we're allowed to do this, but
Oh fuck.
let's go for it.
He's too powerful. He cannot be stopped. Are you gonna get jump scared?
It is freezing cold in this room.
Sabrina says she even showed her footage to the Aston Hall security team, and they too were shocked and confused by what she had captured.
Me and my husband are not investigators, nor are we ghost hunters. We was there as tourists. My husband thought it was clever to call out Mary after learning her history of walking around the castle. I was petrified and didn't find it very funny.
Yeah, she looks really genuine. That was definitely
Mary?
real. This was definitely not done for TikTok clout.
So did Sabrina and her family capture the tragic ghost of Mary Holt, who may be forever trying to find an escape from Aston Hall? I leave that up to you to decide. A year of horror. Lauren Combs from Waco, Texas is recording a Snapchat video of her friend and her cat goofing around in the kitchen when something happens that
There's something about these videos that are made for TikToks by like these soccer moms and stuff like that. They're so trash quality. They're always about like, oh yeah, it was a scary sound, or like, oh, it's a shadow, blah blah blah. It's just, they're so bad. But I mean, I guess, to be fair, TikTok is basically meant for like 12-year-olds, so I guess it does fit the requirements of the target audience. So, you know. Any people in chat who use TikTok? Better not. Fucking better not be. You guys are grown-ass adults.
simply can't explain.
Chilling here, being a kitty cat.
Did you do that?
A heavy bottle of alcohol sitting on the kitchen counter unexplainably flips over as if forcefully pushed. The two friends just laugh it off and Laura stops recording. But this is just the beginning of a series of very creepy events that take place in Lauren's home. Not long after, Lauren and her dog Luna are a bit freaked out when the doorbell suddenly begins to ring for no reason.
Ghosts.
Luna, come on.
The dog is visibly confused and Lauren opens up the front door to check. But there's no one there. 3 weeks later, in the middle of the night, Lauren hears strange noises coming from outside her home. She begins to record, and what happens next is truly bizarre.
Oh, fuck. I don't understand
Oh my god.
these houses that are just like the doors are basically made of cardboard. Like, how the fuck can you live in a house like that? Feels so
When Lauren
unsafe.
opens the door to look outside, an eerie breath-like sound can be heard. The strange sound is picked up by both her phone and her outside CCTV camera. So, after this incident, the strange activity in Lauren's home seems to dissipate, and not much happens. Lauren's life returns to normal, and at some point over the next year, she decides to set up a camera in her living room to keep an eye on her pets while she's away from home. Now, it's almost a full year later, and late one night, Lauren is simply sitting on her couch watching TV with her two dogs nearby. And this is where things get weird.
Because my surgeon thinks that I won. I gave you 6 points on deducting 7. This is ridiculous. Don't make me think about numbers again. A brave and accurate decision. Yes, my captain. Yes. Yeah, holy captain, your horticulture is harvestable. Ah, good. Oh, thank you. Fine. Hurry happily and thank these hungry hollow hippos.
Something seems to yank at Lauren's
It's
hair.
convenient, right?
She jumps up
We've done this trick once already. We did it with the water bottle, right? The water bottle or whatever it was that was tugged over. But that time, because it was up close, it was a fixed camera angle, and we couldn't see what was on the girl's side of the thing. So there could have definitely not been a, you know, like a string attached to the edge and then tugged by somebody who was underneath the table. Because the table did cover her entire lower body, if I don't remember wrong. Yeah, like you can see here in this shot, like you can't see underneath the table. So there could definitely be something like behind here to tug on this for the shot. And the same thing here. Now we're really far off, so it's a lot harder to see like a hidden string, for example, or something like that. And you can see that the tug is very similar to the previous one, which is most likely that there's like a string, for example, like a fishing line that has been like tugged briefly, and then she's like, "Oh my god, it's a spoopy."
Confused by what just happened. At first, she thinks it's just her cat playing with her hair. But then she realizes that her cat is not even in the room. And the dog behind her seems just as confused as she is.
Xiaoshu and WeChat.
So, is something from the other side trying to get Lauren's
Xiaoshu.
attention?
I don't know how that's
Or just
pronounced.
what do you think is going on here? Let me know down in the comments.
Yeah, her reaction to the bottle falling over too is like
The haunting of Ferrari Farms. Ferrari Farms in Reno.
Usually when you push your lips together like that, it is to suppress a smile. It's not really a fear expression. Normally if you got surprised by something, like you'd be like, what the fuck? But that's really hard to fake. So it's a lot easier to fake an expression like that.
Nevada has a very mysterious history. The area of land near the Truckee River was once home to many Native American tribes. Local folklore claims that when the native people left this area, they left behind one body buried somewhere on this land. But details are vague and no one knows who this person allegedly is or why they would have been left there. However, some have even suggested that a Native American skinwalker roams this land, protecting the mysterious body. But the truth is, no one knows the exact history of this land before 1912, when it was purchased by the Ferrari family and turned into a thriving farm. Ferrari Farms has been passed down through generations and is still owned by the Ferrari family to this day. Frank Ferrari Jr. says that through the years, some very odd things have happened at Ferrari Farms. But what really shook him was a picture caught by one of the farm's trail cams. Frank has no idea who.
I wonder what's up with the blurred stock footage. Is it that the person hasn't paid for the subscription to like Adobe's license? they blur it out to hide the fucking watermarks.
Who or what this strange figure is, but he did find the image disturbing enough that he agreed to have a paranormal investigation team visit the farm in search of answers.
Of course.
Popular ghost hunters Ryan
Oh yeah,
River
these
and
guys
Ryan
look
from
quite
YouTube
well.
channel Twin Paranormal take on the creepy case and travel to the farm to stay the night. The investigators see
These are like darkness symbols, guys. They're used to like receive the darkness signals better. These guys, these are fucking alpha males right here. No, sigma males. Oh no.
Seem to get some very sinister warnings or possibly even threats through their spirit box app.
Their
we always
spirit
turn
box
it on
app.
airplane mode, so there is no interference whatsoever.
Spirit box
Talker.
app.
I'm gonna go set it over here. So
Are you kidding
try
me?
and listen clear. I'm setting the object right here.
Oh
Use
no.
your words, please. There's just guys. I just want you guys to understand that.
I just want you guys to understand that you can download a spirit box onto your phone right now. These guys are cringe. Oh yeah.
There's so much that we need to cover, and we could stay in one spot.
Ryan.
Did he just say my name? Yeah. No shot. No way. That's the second time ever that this device has ever said my name. Ryan. Again?
Twice?
Again?
2 in a row's never happened.
Never. Literally never.
Yeah, guys.
Why are you
never.
saying my name?
Never, especially when we like made it do that last time. It was definitely not. Yeah.
Oh my God. Ryan, run now. Is there something we need to worry about?
The team believes they might be interacting with the spirit of the Native American man or woman buried somewhere on the property.
Why?
They continue exploring, trekking further into the wilderness. Then, they experience something that chills them.
Like, how did we come to the conclusion that there is a Native American woman buried here? How the fuck did that, like, how are these fucking Adidas wearing idiots coming to the... Are there spirit receptors, these metallic pieces on their faces? They're spirit receptors, by the way. Are they telling them that? Is just us peasants who don't have the proper spirit receptors? Is that the problem?
To their core.
Right now we are making our way towards the back section where there is apparently a Native American, either man or woman, we're trying to find out. Also, as we were walking over there, we were going to go shut off the camera so that we can do a reset for all of our cameras so that we can swap out batteries, make sure we have enough for everything. When we were over there, we heard what sounded like somebody was literally walking in the bushes right next to the camera.
Yo, there's somebody there.
Sorry for my slight twitching. I'm blowing my nose.
Dude, how?
It's like getting dry.
Hello?
The air is like really
You're not
dry.
supposed to be over here. This way, go. We're gonna find out what it is right now.
They go into
Okay,
the tall
whatever it is,
grass
it's
and
huge.
suddenly while
see it.
Pokemon appears.
What is it? Careful, dude. What are you doing? It's coming towards you. What the is this, dude? Come out!
You know,
please!
if these people would actually like put like real effort, like something that would be really like sort of unnerving and well done would be, for example, like something that would be really easy to make. Okay, feel free to steal my cool idea if you are a paranormal investigator or whatever. Make like footprints in like a dusty ground. Make footprints appear and walk towards one of the crew members, and then people just start screaming and running off. That would be fucking cool. Not this fucking branch snapping
to move
trash.
this camera right here, and something started moving.
Make it
but
actually
it's
like
huge.
put some effort
It
into your
doesn't make
fakery.
sense. The only thing I can think of is a horse. There's no horse. There's nothing.
What do you mean?
We went
It's
to
right
go
there.
Walk around to see if it was any animal, but that was no animal, dude. These
Yeah,
sounded
he's a
like
specialist on
human footsteps.
animals, and he knows exactly what every single species of animal sounds like within the darkness of the
Multiple
forest.
branches breaking in each step. Was
But
no
ghosts,
horse, was no.
but ghosts, everybody knows that ghosts, they break a lot of branches, and they only make a specific kind of sound when they break the branches. These are ghost branches.
Deer. We had no eyes looking at us. We're gonna go head back over there. All kinds of weird things happen here. Weird sort of energy. We're trying to find out. This is why we're here.
Their ghost receptors
Something
are
seems to be
definitely
following them.
picking up.
They hear loud footsteps and breaking branches coming from the woods all around them. They begin to wonder if the tales of the supposed, quote, skinwalker that stalks the area might be more than a myth. As the guys continue to investigate, things take a terrifying turn.
Like I've been saying, skinwalkers are also known to be protectors of something or someone. So this body that is potentially buried here on this land, they could be protecting the body. What if we turn the light out? Complete darkness. Want me to shut it out? Shut the light out.
He's a tough guy. He has
At
the
this
courage
point, we are
to
vulnerable.
turn off the lights when there's a skinwalker present. That's a badass dude right there, guys. Fuck. What a fucking... This man has balls of fucking titanium.
Because we cannot see. So if you want to give us that sign that you are here, then come on. Please. What'd you just hear? Branch just broke, and that was a thick ass branch. Then come on. Please.
And also, again, when we see the ghost,
What'd you just hear? Branch just
it's
broke,
a
and
stationary
that was a thick
camera.
ass branch.
Would you look at that? Oh,
Dude,
what
something's
a
wrong with this
surprise.
area, man. There's something wrong with this area. The frogs are completely silent still, like someone's just watching us. Whoa! right here. Oh my god. They are here, dude.
Guys like these are always the first ones to die in a zombie apocalypse.
Did you hear that? What was that? You're watching from a distance. You're here. We hear you. You might as well just come out. This is heavy boys. My heart's racing.
God, these guys.
Why are you just staying in there?
Watch right there, just to the left of the camera in the bushes. Right there. I just looked
see
up
shit
from the
in
camera
that
right over
fucking
here in the
blizzard.
bushes. There's two, like, ready orange lights. What? In just a second.
Dude, what the is going on? Why is there something walking in every direction that we have right now? I have a feeling something's gonna happen. I have a really, really bad
This is
feeling.
so stupid.
True. Just
True.
say true. I don't want to stay and find out. I'm not gonna lie, man. Somebody's gotta grab just the true. Yeah, you. I just saw you, you. I just saw your eyes. They just ducked down. They just ducked down. We're leaving. All right? We don't want any issues. No problems. I saw you duck right down, like a human being. That was so loud, dude.
Twin Paranormal static camera captures someone or something watching them from the bushes.
Static camera.
A little later, and they catch it again in a completely different spot.
Static
It's
camera.
almost as if they are being stalked from the tree line. The team no longer feels safe, and they just decide to leave. Could this bizarre figure be what Native Americans call a skinwalker?
No.
Could it be the ghost of the person buried on the farm grounds?
No.
Or could it just be a real person hiding in the woods with
No.
bad intentions?
No. No, it's not. It's none of the above. I like that we are giving 3 options that are all false.
You decide. You
You
can
decide.
watch this
You-
entire
yes, the
investigation,
choice is
including
yours.
many more creepy moments, over on the YouTube channel Twin Paranormal. Ghost Story. Last Halloween, news reporter Sam Hessler did a story on a Halloween tour through the creepy old Green Ridge Cemetery in Saratoga Springs, New York. The cemetery was established way back in 1844 and is the final resting place for literally thousands of bodies.
What?
As Sam Hessler is doing her live.
Wait. Are you trying to tell me that a graveyard has bodies in it? And like there's a lot of people who have died? No. No. No.
Live news
Thank
report
you
and
for
showing some of
pointing
the
out the
cemetery
obvious.
gravestones,
Fucking
something
hell.
happens that absolutely shocks her TV viewers.
And as you can see behind me here, we have a few gravestones, but what you can't see because it's dark.
Did you see it? A strange white shape can be seen behind Sam,
Spooky,
moving from
scary
right to left and
skeletons.
disappearing off camera. Sam and her crew had no idea of what they had captured until fans of the
Dude, you
news
know,
show
people die
started
when they're
tweeting at
killed.
them about the strange
No.
capture. So could this be the spirit of someone buried in Green Ridge Cemetery? Or is it just a very odd mist? Let me know.
Dun, dun, dun.
The doll, the
Or
demon, and the wardrobe.
stationary camera. Suspicion rising instantly. I don't know. Isn't it kind of convenient that when the TV crew goes to a fucking graveyard during Halloween, that something spooky happens? Sensational.
TikTok user Steph Garza claims that
Fuck. I hate it when the video starts with TikTok user. It's always gonna be a bad time when the fucking video starts with TikTok user. This is definitely not for clout.
for the last 10 years, she has experienced strange paranormal activity in her home in
What kind
Mexico.
of username is
after
underscore
purchasing
dot
a
battery?
creepy secondhand doll. In the beginning, Steph started hearing the unexplained voice of a child crying out from within her home.
Of course, it's
Finally,
an
she had
unexplained
had
voice.
enough and just threw the doll away.
Yeah, just
But
burn it.
unfortunately, the paranormal presence never left. One night, Steph hears frightening sounds coming from her bedroom closet. What happens next shocks her to her core.
Oh no.
Espera, espera. Ve.
Yeah,
Se está abriendo.
Look at this fucking casual, like, they've put these fucking posters on their wall thinking that they're like a fucking cool Marvel fan, but then they have Thor and fucking Deadpool. Like, can you be any more creative? It's like fucking saying that you love superheroes and then you have a poster of Superman on your wall. What the fuck? Sorry, I'm being an asshole, but I hate TikTok so much.
¿Ya viste?
No, no. Ghost.
No mames. Ya decidió hacerse presente el amigo. Y de día. Ay, no. Miren, 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 miren.
There's the hand. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. But there's no one in there. Wow. Deadpool, are you hiding someone? No. You know, at least they put in the effort of having the baby fingers there.
Que no digan que está en la ropa.
Why are there clown emojis there?
¿Dónde?
A tiny little childlike hand wraps around the closet door and quietly slides it open.
Yeah.
Doubtful
You know,
viewers of Steph's TikTok
that's at
assume
least
some-
effort, a little bit of effort that has been put into this shit. I can respect. If it was just the door pulling open, that would be kind of lame. But they actually put there's a physical thing here that we can see, which is at least some effort has been put into, which I can respect.
One must be hiding inside the closet, but Steph shows that there's no one there. Steph Garza believes that the sinister presence in her home may be a demon, only taking on the form of a small child. But what do you think? Is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Yeah, you know, TikTok is one of the scariest places in the world. Like, everybody knows that all the spooky things happen to TikTokers. It's definitely not because it's a trend or anything, but it's just that TikTokers are just like, it's like the world hates them, so they send all the demons after them.
When one door closes, another one opens. Italian YouTuber Fanksy dedicates his YouTube channel to finding funny and weird internet videos to share with his viewers. None of his videos have anything to do with the paranormal. In fact, Fanksy says that he has never even experienced anything paranormal at all. Until now. One day when Fanksy is recording a gaming video for his channel, something happens that he still can't explain to this day.
Bene, ma direi che possiamo passare al prossimo livello di Damor, Fanksy 3. Proviamo ragazzi, sono curioso di vedere quello che accadrà. Dobbiamo scaricare la canzone.
Bang.
Ok ragazzi, fermi un secondo. Ho sentito un rumore fortissimo, ma io sono a casa da solo. Spero sia il vento, ma non credo, visto che io chiudo sempre tutto, perché altrimenti ci sarebbero casini mentre registro.
Yes. So we're gonna set the groundwork for this scam right away. Because we have to tell everybody that it's definitely going, like, out of all of you people who are thinking that it's just the wind or something like that, no, it's not the wind. I'm not gonna go confirm, but I will tell you right now that it's not gonna be the wind.
No, non è possibile. Ragazzi, no, adesso vi devo far vedere. No, vi giuro, raga, non è possibile. Allora, ragazzi, sono andato a controllare cosa potesse essere il rumore. Stiamo un attimo calmi. C'è la luce del bagno accesa. Vi giuro, io sono a casa da solo, non so se lo potete
What is it with,
vedere.
like, big YouTubers
Stavo
living in, like, these
registrando,
fucking
ho sentito
ghost
il rumore della
houses?
porta chiudersi e c'è la
Like,
luce accesa.
not so,
Raga,
not about, like, not about this fucking shit that, oh yeah, it's haunted, blah, but more like these, like, very sort of, like, big houses that just feel like they have, like, random junk all over the place, and it's, like, dark. Like, why would you ever want to have this massive house I get that if you're a YouTuber and you have like a YouTuber house or something like that, where there's a bunch of YouTubers and whatever, I can get that. You'd want a big house, but when you're by yourself, I don't know if he actually is like single in the sense that he doesn't have other people there living with him. But like I've seen a lot of YouTuber, even people who are single and who live by themselves, that have these big houses that are just full of like junk in like random places. They don't feel like somebody lives there. I don't understand why anybody would want like a big house for something like that. If I became like a really successful YouTuber, I don't think I'd want a big house. I want like a small house, like a small apartment, just good internet, small sauna inside, clear like good running water, drinkable running water, not cold at winter, and that's it. That's what I would want. I don't think these big houses, I don't see the appeal of them.
Non sto scherzando.
I get that in some countries, like living in an apartment building or something like that isn't really even an option. Like for example, in the States, there's a lot more like private properties and stuff like that you basically have to buy a house. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've grown up my whole life in an apartment building. I think I like the fact that there's not too much empty space, because I just get lonely and feel like insecure in a really, really large house all by myself.
Allora, entro.
Because ghosts. Spooky.
Raga, sto tremando, vi giuro. Allora, come potete vedere, non c'è assolutamente nessuno qua dentro. Perché c'è la luce accesa e la porta sbattuta? Raga, vi giuro, sono a casa da solo e tra l'altro c'è la finestra chiusa. Quindi non può essere stato di certo il vento, per cui non so come sia possibile.
The way I sort of understood it from arcade situation is that the way families usually go in the States is that they don't actually buy a house. They just go to a place for rent, and once the landlord starts raising the rent, then they go to another house for rent, and they're basically constantly moving throughout their entire life, to make sure the rent is sort of like affordable rate. It's kind of like that. I don't know. I personally like apartment buildings more.
E si è accesa anche la luce da sola. Cioè io vi giuro, ho spento tutto, ho chiuso tutto proprio perché dovevo registrare. Facciamo finta di nulla, diciamo che è stato il vento anche se era tutto chiuso. Ok ragazzi, rieccoci. Non so cosa sia successo, all'improvviso la porta del bagno si è chiusa.
That was a pretty genuine
Ragazzi,
reaction.
no vabbè, giuro adesso mi sto cagando in mano però veramente. Raga, sto tremando. Sta succedendo qualcosa di strano e non sto scherzando. Ragazzi, la porta l'avevo chiusa. Raga, si poteva vedere prima che ho chiuso la porta quando sono entrato. No raga, vi giuro. Che cavolo sta succedendo? Cioè ha sbattuto a caso. Ma poi con quale violenza? No ragazzi, dai, ma non scherziamo. Ragazzi, c'è la luce accesa di qua. Ragazzi, era spenta prima, l'avete potuto vedere. Sono passato da qua ed era tutto spento. No ragazzi, ma non scherzo.
Wait, what was the Oh yeah. It was just pointing out that there was no lights there.
No ragazzi, sto impazzendo. Ma che cavolo sta succedendo? Raga, vi giuro non lo sto facendo apposta. Raga, sto tremando.
He even has Jesus on his wall. How can ghosts get in there?
Io non ce la faccio. Quando succedono queste cose prendo.
Don't you guys know that whenever, like, haven't you guys seen like The Grudge or something like that, where like when the demon has entered the house, the cross on the wall, it has turned upside down.
Adesso mi vesto, vado in macchina perché mi sto cagando in mano. Non so quello che sto facendo, sto impazzendo, raga. No ragazzi, raga, vi giuro su quello che volete. Si vede, ragazzi. Ragazzi, si sta muovendo. Via, assolutamente. Non me ne frega nulla. Alexa, buonanotte. Ma va a cagare, non mi interessa.
You're just gonna leave your PC on?
The YouTuber hears a sudden loud bang coming from somewhere inside his apartment.
It's like The ghost is like the big brother. The big brother has come home, and he's like, "It's my turn on the Xbox." And it scares the poor guy. Yeah.
When he goes to investigate, he discovers that it was his bathroom door slamming shut all on its own, and the lights are now turned on as well. A little rattled by the experience, Finksy goes back to playing his game. But then the door to his office forcefully slams open right next to him, scaring the living out of him. The light in the bedroom is now on, and he hears more unexplained noises. A rocking chair in the other room is swaying back and forth on its own.
You mean golden
Finksy has
saucer?
had enough and just leaves his apartment to take a break. While he's gone, a motion-activated camera pointed at his office door
I'll look into it.
captures something downright chilling. An eerie figure can be seen coming close to Finksy's office door. It then slowly disappears back into the darkness.
Also, again, who the fuck gets a fucking glass door to their house? How the fuck? Like, what? Why? Why would you ever have a glass door to your house? Like, everything in here, like all the high-tech bullshit that you have in here is like so incredibly
the YouTuber swears
exposed.
that no one was home, and he's
Oh
left
yeah,
shocked
good
by
point.
what has
Well,
happened.
it might be.
So
they
did
used it as
Finksy
a
have his
prop.
first ever encounter with the paranormal? Drop a comment and tell me what you think. The Floating Man. Reddit user Corian is on a holiday trip with his friends exploring the beautiful countryside of Kandersteg, Switzerland.
That is
But then
fucking
he and
beautiful.
his friends spot something
Holy shit.
very strange above the mountains.
Okay, there is a floating. There's nothing under it. No. There's nothing. What? What the?
Batman being Superman.
Yeah. Holy. Look at that. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Yeah, I have no clue. Are there?
It's a floating man, and we have.
Oh, it's in the clouds now.
We're not sure if it's a floating. Okay, can I just? So.
What the? I see that.
I
Yeah,
see it.
yeah,
I
that's
see
it. That's it.
But right now we're trying.
It's hard to see right now.
Oh yeah.
No, it's not. It's not getting any closer though. Yeah.
After a certain point. Huh?
Literally, what is that?
It's like,
Mega binoculars.
do people
In a series of
genuinely
short videos, Reddit user
think
Corian
that
attempts
this
to
is like
capture this
evidence
bizarre floating thing on
of
camera
anything?
as he travels around the area with friends. The
God
next day,
damn.
Corian and his group are on a tour bus leaving Kandersteg, and he tries to see if the unexplained object is still there. And it is.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's black now.
Oh, I see that.
I don't see it anymore.
That is sinister.
Right.
It does look like it's hanging out.
That is fucking beautiful though. That scenery. Holy crap. That is so nice looking.
Now it's blue.
So pretty.
No, you see where that? I see it.
Oh, we're getting really much better now. It's looking a lot better in terms of.
Where did it go? Am I looking up or down or?
I can't. 1 second. My eyes lost it. Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah, no, I see it too.
Oh, I see that.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not a balloon, right? Or a kite. Or a drone. Probably a balloon considering how stationary it is. It's just attached to the ground somewhere.
No, I see that now.
Oh, I see it.
That's blue, white.
Doesn't even look like a person.
No, it's been there for 14 hours. It's not paraglider.
It's the great
Yeah,
emote
it's
of
totally
the
still
sky.
there.
Take me, God. Yes.
Whatever it is that's floating up there in the mountains, Corian and his friends say it looked a lot like a human being, with somewhat distinguishable arms and legs. So just what could this be? As always, I leave that up to you to decide. Thanks so much for watching. My schedule's all over the place, so please
To be
subscribe
honest,
and
this
click the bell
wasn't
to make
as
sure that
good. A lot of those videos were just like like really lazily made, to be honest. It wasn't really sort of like the good kind of creative like the previous ones were. It was just kind of I don't know. It wasn't very good. That one was not very good. Oh, 36 minutes until the first fish of the night. Very good. Very good. And then in an hour I can get a bunch of these. Very good. It would be nice to get all of these trashy fish out of the way so that I'd be left with just these 3. Well, the vegetarian is also kind of tough, but yeah. Do you guys want to watch more videos, or isn't it getting kind of late for you guys? There was still one more. Real or VFX, like these guys, VFX artists, going on through some stuff, but we can leave that for later as well. We don't have to watch it today. You have no work tomorrow. Okay, fair enough. I'm down to watch some more if you guys want to. I'm just gonna turn on Final Fantasy so that I'm ready to fish for this guy. I did see your fucking source filmmaker animations, Zoltan. I'll maybe check those out. Again, source filmmaker stuff isn't really my thing per se, but yeah. But we can watch the VFX thing though. Let me just log in here and let's go fishing. Well, let's get ready to fish. Turn down Final Fantasy. There we go. Final Fantasy. Endo Walker. Oh, there's still people in here. Ah, very good. There was a big update to the game yesterday, so there's been a lot of people in here in the game. But yeah. So let me open the other video in the meanwhile.
Ghosts?
There we go. Okay, VFX artists debunk ghost footage. Sounds pretty good. Let me get the fish tracker over here. Like this. And okay, we are already here. So I'll just sit here. And close these. It's in 33 minutes, so we have a little bit of time. Actually, we can watch this whole video.
Caught on camera. Hopefully we can convince you that these are fake.
And if visual effects are at play, and you can hold my hand if you want to. I'll be honest, this one's pretty good.
What is a ghost? Nico, have you ever seen a ghost
or
had a ghostly premonition?
Ghosts.
No, I don't believe in ghosts. All of my experiences can be 100% explained with science.
I actually haven't either. I totally have not. I know that people out there, when they have an experience like this, they swear by it. So while we don't have that emotional connection to these clips, we do have a few years of VFX experience under our belt. Hopefully we can convince you that these are fake.
As visual
I
effects
remember when I
artists,
was a
we can
kid,
analyze the
there was this one night when there was like this like piece of clothing in my room that looked really scary. I don't remember what it was. It was like a coat or something like that. And no matter how hard I I would think so hard. Like, is this like? Do I remember what piece of clothing this is? I don't remember there being this clothing, like this pitch black coat in my room. It was just hanging there on the wall, and I was like, why is there this coat? I don't remember this coat here, and I was so scared of it. It was like a fucking sleep paralysis demon. And I'd do the same thing where I just pull the covers over me and hope that the ghost can't come through my protective barrier of softness.
Pixels. figure out if we are looking at real ghost footage and if visual effects are at play.
This was
We're
like
not
when
gonna
I was
get
in
into arguments
elementary
about
school.
what happens after you die or anything like that. Leave that up to the frothy comment section down below. So some of these videos have like 20 million views.
I'm just imagining the person who watches like 1 or 2 ghost videos, and then the YouTube algorithm's just like, you like ghosts, huh? Wall of ghost videos. It's about to happen to you after seeing this video.
GG.
Sorry.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness. What do we have here? Ghosts caught on camera. All right. Okay, so the ghost is wrecking the place. So first off, okay, it's a ghost. So a ghost is a person. You have to pick up the spoon and ghostly throw it. You don't go like, you don't like
Very
ghost
good.
spider web to a spoon and then yank it across the room. 'Cause that's what it seems like. This is like Ghost Spider-Man who wants a spoon. Okay, so obviously option A, ghosts are real. The end. Option B, I have a pretty good feeling we're just looking at some strings pulling stuff. All right, now we have a lot of focus on this drawer.
It's one of the drawers that's quite well framed in the shot. Not any of the other drawers in the kitchen.
Exactly, but also think about this too now. If you're going to tug on that with a string, you only have 2 locations you can do it. You don't want to contaminate the space by standing in the room, creating unnecessary
good
like
point.
shadow or something.
It's
like
always
that. So you're
flying
either hiding
towards
behind
the
that door,
direction that we
or
don't see
you're
at the
off
camera.
Frame right around the camera. Not frame right around the camera, just so happens to be the direction that most of these objects are traveling.
The door that opens also follows that same logic.
There's probably a dude. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's a dude around frame right, and he's got 2 little strings, some fishing lines, something small, and one's attached to the handle of the drawer. The other one is already attached to the silverware inside it.
I can't see any evidence of visual effects, but this would be so easily faked that you have to go with the more plausible explanation. Their whole TikTok is ghost related, by the way. So really, here's the question. Is the influencer Ben and Lainey, or is it the ghosts?
I mean, is the ghost getting a cut?
Good question. The ghost does deserve a cut.
Ooh, I like that one. Well, that's just some guy vaping out of his car window. I'll be honest, this one's pretty good.
But look out, there's some smoke on the front left bumper too, see?
I don't think it's smoke.
If it's smoke, it's not dissipating the way smoke should.
The little flicker of white at the bottom corner of the screen on the car's bumper, it feels like it's something really close to the lens that's out of focus.
Well, it's a crappy like infrared sensor too, so you might get some sort of streaking or trails.
I do not see evidence of visual effects here.
No.
Could we remake this effect? Yeah, we totally could. Like, this is something you could do in visual effects and you could have it be flawless and be hard to see how it's made. But the other thing's like, would a VFX artist think to just put a random little blob down by the car's bumper? No, they probably wouldn't. You know, that kind of stuff is very accidental. Oh, you know, I think I figured out what it is. This could be like a porch or something like that, and it could have something above it, and somebody could have just stomped on the ground, and a little bit of dust went from up in the rafters and just floated by. And it's only like a few feet away from the camera. So you have dust coming off the left too.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Oh, you got it. You got it. You got it.
I got it.
You got it.
I got it.
All right, moving on. No ghost.
It's funny, like once you like get it and you see it, you're like, oh, that's
Pretty
it.
good.
You just know. This is just low shutter speed.
It's a low shutter speed on an infrared sensor. Look at the particles streaking. So this is the trailing effect I'm talking about. You see like dust streaking across the lens
You
here?
can see
If you
the
look at footage of old video cameras.
things
it happens
flying
all the time.
past the
Hot
screen
spots
also have the
as
same
well.
effect as the
Either
person
we're
walking
dealing with
down the street.
trailing artifacts on the infrared sensor or a low shutter speed.
But not just like having a low shutter, but having a shutter that's kind of like averaging or putting together these long exposures. Like,
Yeah.
most cameras take a frame 24 times a second or 30 times a second, but sometimes you need so much light that you can only capture a frame, say, once every half second or once every second. Something like the background, which isn't moving, will appear really solid, but the person who's moving is basically just turning into a big motion blur as they keep going across.
The reason he's disappearing over there is because the only reason he's being illuminated is because the camera itself is pushing out infrared light into the space for it to pick up, for the sensor itself to detect. And once you start getting that far away, you're leaving that natural area of where the infrared light
Interesting.
is. 'Cause look how bright everything is.
I didn't know that. I didn't know how that infrared light works like that. That's cool. This is a pretty good video. I like this one.
Whoa, interesting.
His camera's getting screwed up.
That's a cool like data mosh effect going on. Okay, I wonder if this is just the codec glitching out and not updating parts of the image as the person walks through it. So the parts that say static, basically the computer goes, okay, I'm just gonna give you a picture, and you just hold this picture until I tell you that there's new data there. And that's basically how it saves space in terms of compressing the video. So like the house, the tree, everything around here is not moving. It's basically just a still picture that's been told to just stay on frame for as long as possible. And so as this person gets close, it could be glitching out and keeping some of that there and not updating it with new information. Because it's dark and you just have one tiny little moving thing on screen, it could be that it's just too little movement to trigger the codec to create a new keyframe, basically to add new data to it or to add new data to that block.
And you can sort of also see that when he comes down right here, the hue of the ground and the tree is very, very, very much the same as his outfit and whatever. So it could also be that because of that, it blends it
What you're about
together.
to witness on this video can only be described as an assault.
These two fine gentlemen were minding their own business in the stairwell when they were brutally assaulted by a ghost.
Oh, shit.
He then endures a very brief but very aggressive session of some paranormal ground and pound.
Paranormal ground and pound.
All right, so visual effects. We finally have some visual effects. This one's really straightforward. It's pretty clearly a locked off camera. The guys go and they do their first pass, and then their friend goes and does the second pass as the ghost. And they just literally layer the footage on top and make it transparent, and then run all of this through the crappiest, most degrading color grade and color filters and smudge and blur and all that stuff. This is a useless security camera if this is actually what it looks like. No one would ever put a security camera in a stairwell like this that has zero light and can't get you an image.
That ghost, imagine being that ghost though, and your unfinished business was kicking the shit out of that guy. There's one guy I got to mount and deliver a paranormal ground and pound.
This ghost is stuck in this stairway because it really just wants to beat up this
Kevin's
motherfucker.
ass. The following clip was filmed while my mom and I were on vacation.
Oh, shit.
We decided to leave our cats home alone for the few nights we would be gone.
Jesus Christ! That cat.
Oh, this is creepy.
The mirror adds a nice cinematic touch. Oh, there's a second cat.
This is their house now.
And you can hold my hand if you want to.
Okay, I'm good.
All right, so the first thing that jumps out to me is this being fake. If you look closely at the table when it shakes, you can see that it's been composited in because you can see it fade in and out over the background footage. So they filmed that separately and then stuck it on top of the footage that they have there. So the VFX
God,
there
these guys are
basically
fucking
debunks the
sharp.
shot, but let's
Oh, shit. I can't notice shit like that, but yeah, that's really fucking sharp. Okay. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. You can tell when somebody's a professional. I've done this shit for only like a few weeks. Maybe a month. Maybe it was a couple months. Either way. That's fucking clever to spot that.
Let's take a look at the rest of it and see what else stands out as evidence of this being faked. So the shadow in the hallway, based on the reflection, the light casting that shadow is on the ground around the corner. So somebody set up a light on the floor, and you know, most people don't put their lights on the floors. Also, the door gets pulled shut in the same spot from where the person was casting the shadow. How convenient that the things that get moved get pulled towards where the people would be. The camera getting knocked off the shelf is unique. I would assume that somebody else is in this room with a string. One of the things they don't show you the end of the shot. Like, if the camera kept recording and it was pointing at the wall, why not continue the shot until it points at the wall?
Yeah.
In fact, what's more likely is the camera fell off the shelf.
And then it fell, and then there's like a dude right by the table. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess we'll cut this part.
Secondly, the cat that comes around the corner and looks at us happens to look in the direction of where the table was shaken. In other words, if there's a person hiding in this room calling the cat, they would have to be below the camera in order to shake the table, call the cat who happens to look in this direction, and then pull a string or whatever to knock the camera down. The cat's motion on the left really implies that there's a person by the table / camera.
See, look at that cat look at the person on the floor. Looking at the camera a little bit.
Ears twitch.
Hear the ears twitching?
Ears twitch back up.
See, yeah,
back.
the cat gave us a clue.
So even though this is a fake clip, I still actually really like it. You know, stage or not, the cat cacting is really well done.
That was a pent-up scream from all these scares. The only way I can keep a clear head is if I let the tiny screams out occasionally.
Oh, this one is very
A door
famous.
has opened.
It's trash.
Ooh.
Let's see if something else moves now. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah, it's always in this scene. It's so fake. It's like always the things that move have some way for somebody to be behind it or in front of it or something like that. It's
I feel like we're gonna get a locker slam.
yeah. See, the window is right behind it.
Yeah. That convenient window there. Like it's only mysterious if people like us can't just look at it and go, "Oh yeah, there's a window there where someone could easily reach through and wiggle that thing."
Come on,
Or,
ghost.
spooky face. Is it gonna be the slippery sign? Yeah, called it.
Wow, that ghost sure has some good dramatic timing.
Yeah.
The ghost slipped.
That was the ghost slipping.
Oh shit! You didn't know that.
This video.
What are we doing?
As a professional YouTuber for over a decade, when I see a video like this that gets 20 million views, and I think about how much work we put into our videos, sometimes it's tough. That's the real scary
I know, right?
moral of this situation.
I know, right?
This is probably a real camera that they just stuck up
That
on
is
like
such
a ladder.
a fucking move.
Yeah, actually pause.
You can see an actual security camera, it looks like.
Exactly. And you can see how high they're mounting these cameras. So just that alone right there kind of puts this one to bed.
This camera is literally at the height of picture frames. This camera is as high as this. It's like, have you ever seen a security camera mounted at like just above head level?
Yeah, just someone back there slamming a door. There's literally a window right there, which provides a perfect entry point to push on
Like
that
at least
locker.
put like a fucking
And then
drape or
strings,
something
bro.
over it.
We can talk about strings all day, but
Strings are great. You can do a lot with strings. Like, you're out there like, I need a really good computer to do visual effects. Like, no, just literally black thread.
like when I watch the stuff, I'm like, I'm not even trying to analyze it for VFX. I'm just going, I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of a ghost. It's like, I'm a ghost. I go to school. I'm like, slam, shake, randomly open a door, some stuff falls out. It's like, what are you doing? Then he slips on the floor. Like, are ghosts just drunk?
Maybe
I wanna help
he's been
recreate
having a
what
little
ghost
bit too
does
much
when he goes into a
ectoplasm.
house. It's just like, yeah, I'm a ghost.
That's pretty much how
It's
people
like, what are you
seem to perceive
doing?
ghosts.
Bumping into crap.
Oh shit, that was spooky, wasn't it?
Alright, so after we recorded this video, I heard some really weird noises from this hallway. Maybe somebody just playing a prank on us, but I grabbed my sound recorder. Let's go in there, see what we can discover, okay? Oh, I'm hearing something. Hold on, I gotta turn it up.
Oh, great spirits, if you are there, make yourself known.
I've really been enjoying CorridorDigital.com. No ads, early access to exclusive videos. Cinema Dungeon's freaking awesome.
Oh, great spirits who do not rest in peace, why are you so agitated?
Crew Cut Season 2 is dropping, and I will not rest until I see it.
Huh. Wow. Oh, great spirits, what treasures lie in wait for us?
50% off on merch, live hangouts with the crew, all the Corridor videos you know and love are even better.
Shh, shh, shh. I think the signal's coming from this room. All right, let's go. Let's check it out.
CorridorDigital.com.
Very good.
Ghosts. It's most likely a string. Ghosts are made out of string.
I learned that most ghost videos are actually just videos of objects that the ghosts move. I was hoping for like more videos of like, you know, a girl in a colonial dress like floating through the air or something like that. But no, there's actually very little footage of actual
Yeah, that's
ghosts. The
because
little
it
smoke
actually
puff,
takes effort to
that
make
sends
the
a tiny
effects.
chill down my spine.
Yes.
So Halloween comes around every year, in fact, and so for next year, we need some good ghost videos. Please leave a comment below of what you think the most convincing ghost footage is, so we can look at it.
All right, guys, happy Halloween. Have a safe time trick-or-treating. Don't be afraid of ghosts. If you spot any ghosts this Halloween night, don't be afraid. Just look around the corner, find your buddy with the string, give him a high five.
Very good. Very good. That was a good video. I like that. I like that. That was a good video. I think that's probably enough for the day. We've had some good ghosting. We've had some good ghosting done. So I think it's time to end the stream for today. What a spooky time we had. I'm gonna go do some fishing, and then I'm gonna have something to eat, and then it's time for work. It's time to draw some cows. Very good. Jabobi dubs there for a rainy day. Yes, we shall watch some funny videos some other time. Very good. Okay then. Thank you guys for joining me today. Tomorrow we're gonna do some drawing for a spicy variant, and then an emote, because Yasu requested it. But yeah, so such is the plan. I hope you guys had a good time, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye, yo.